podcast, guys.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. There's nothing more than I love than to read the guesses or assumptions as to why we are always a little bit late. But you know what? We're called We Don't Smoke the Same. What the fuck? I was like, you can't expect us to be on time, but we're still here, eh? Thank you guys for tuning in. Before we, do the roll call, this podcast is brought to you by our sponsors. Thank you to Rosemary Fountain Kombucha. Thank you to Budvac at budvac.com. Special code, save you some money, WDSTS. Thank you, Zishy. And thank you, Magic Genetics, for everybody out there looking for some new genetics to make some magic happen. But yeah, we'll have more about that later. What's up, Xavier? Welcome back.
What's up, dog? Yeah, I don't know why they're upset we're always late. When's your fucking drug dealer on time? I highly doubt the cartel's on time.
No. First of all, they have to be on time, dog.
No.
You know what happens if they're not on time? Fools die. The fuck?
Yeah, like on time, on point.
Full. Remember what happened with Razoo last time? Fucking, I got beat up because of Razoo. Just put it that way, dog.
All right, then maybe we should start coming here on time, dude.
Oh yeah, that was a whole little incident. But to sum it up, yeah, there was a little fucking Queen of the South experience. I
like how that's like your top level cartel shit.
That's what I've been watching right now.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna make that fucking reference, bro.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna fucking make it out. You know, because you haven't seen the fucking show, bro. You're probably still stuck on Narcos.
No, I watch real shit.
Look, bro.
Like on Live Leak.
I'm not gonna
real
watch
decapitations, not that shit on Netflix,
I
homie.
like living in my little safety bubble, bro, where it's like I don't like to see the videos of like motherfuckers that look like my neighborhood that look like they could do that to me. You know what I mean? I like to see it in movies with actors that don't look like my neighbors, so I feel safe. You know what I mean? Fool's named Dumas in fucking Louisiana. However, though, also joining us, what's up, Ray? Welcome back, man. Always running the board and reading your super chats. I also got Ayo Sammy and our fucking special guest. Our fucking special guest has been a long time, dog. You're like a survivor, dog. I feel like fools that we used to, like I told them off air, fools that we used to kick it with at the Comedy Store, and you see them after this whole COVID shit, you got to talk to them like Walking Dead. You're like, hey, survivor, what clan are you at? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we fucking did it, man.
Pfizer, Moderna. You know what I mean? Like, you fucking tell us, like, what are you performing at? Who sponsored you? But, let's welcome our fucking guest, man. What up, Frank Castillo, man? Welcome, my brother.
Hey, it feels good to be back, man. It feels good to make it past the fucking Avengers snap. We're all still here. The ones that made it.
Yeah, man, it's definitely been a long time, man. And it's like, you're one of the only fools that didn't leave the Comedy Store.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean? Like, you're like, for reasons.
What am I gonna leave Los Angeles? Are you kidding me? They don't like us in Austin.
That's true, dog.
Some of them already getting some heat.
Yeah, bro.
Some major heat. And he did that shit on the daily out here. He talked like that every day.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you know.
Whose tiger got out last week? Hey, you seen that video, though?
Which one?
The fucking tiger.
Getting shot? Yeah.
Wait,
Did he shoot it?
Yeah, no, he didn't shoot it, but...
Wait up, explain this to me. I haven't seen this video at all.
All right, so there was a situation. You seen the video, right, Frank?
Yeah.
Okay.
This tiger
stays on current news.
So this tiger was bringing up this Asian comic on stage.
Oh, no, yes, okay.
I didn't know. Really racist stuff.
Okay, I didn't know he was considered the tiger.
It's not the right tiger. It's not the right tiger, but...
So Tony the Tiger got canceled.
Yeah, for sure. Tony the Tiger got canceled.
Yeah, so in fucking Texas, there was this one fool, a white fool, from what it looked like. He had an illegal pet tiger, like a Siberian fucking tiger, like, fucking Aladdin shit. You know what I mean? Fool, the shit that lives in India. You know what I mean? The fucking tiger. The shit got out, and he's like walking around like a big cat. And there's like this one neighbor.
He's walking around like a big cat.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a big cat, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a big cat.
Yeah, it's allowed to walk like that, homie. It's allowed to be the fucking I mean, it might not be the king of the jungle, but it's the king of fucking India.
There's this black fool that's like pointing his fucking gun, and that gun looks very small when it's like looking at her perspective next to the tiger. And he's talking to her like, step back. Like, this shit's gonna fucking stop.
Hear you. The tiger doesn't understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this shit's gonna resist arrest, homie. So this shit fucking, it doesn't even, it goes unbothered. And then the owner, it's like this, yeah. The owner goes and he grabs it. Fool.
This is it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, is it the same yard? It might have been chilling. It wasn't a neighborhood. Yeah. So the owner fucking grabs it, right? Like it's a dog. Like, when your dog gets out.
Yeah. Racist.
You're like, hey, come back in here. What makes you think you get out, right? And trip out on this, dog. the fool that's the owner is wanted for murder.
Why?
I mean, yeah, any guy that owns a tiger definitely murdered somebody.
Fucking Carol Baskin, I think she did it.
Bro, this fool fucking had it illegal, and he would have not got caught up. Well, I mean, the shit's still pending trial or whatever, but after this, bro, come on, dog. How much more sus are you? An illegal pet tiger?
Yeah.
In that house, in those little like suburban houses, like the one I live in.
Yeah.
I always thought.
Where do you put it? The garage?
I don't know, man. Maybe
Anywhere where you can shit, bro.
It's gotta be sedated. It's gotta be super sedated,
only
right?
No, man.
No, there's only 2 reasons why you have that, bro. And I'll tell you this. I thought about this when
fuck bitches and to scare people that owe you money.
The Tiger King. You're trying to be the
that's
Tiger
the clout
King.
status. But the real reason these fools fucking, first of all, he's wanted for murder. And I thought about this a long time ago. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Dr. Evil always had sharks. All these fools had crazy animals. Why would they have these? Fool, they feed the shit to them, bro. It's nothing for you to clean up a pile of shit and throw it in the green recycling bin.
Oh shit!
And they go pick it up on Tuesday. It's digested, homie.
Yeah, or someone owes you a bunch of money and they just happen to have a tiger.
Yeah.
You're giving them the money.
Yeah. No. Like if someone's like, I owe you $50,000, but I also have a tiger. Can I just give you this tiger? You'd be like, absolutely.
Fools feel baller off a fucking $15 Fanta. Now imagine you fucking got a fucking tiger, dog.
Absolutely. Just be like, yo, you guys want to come over to my house? I got a tiger.
Because I know everyone saw the Tiger King, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you see how much meat you have to feed these motherfuckers?
Yeah.
It's more than one human. You got to be for real, like a serial killer.
I would have a
Hey,
sponsor.
man.
You got to be a serial killer. Well, you can't just kill.
To solve this homeless problem in Los Angeles.
You gotta let the zoo you gotta leave the zoo open.
Oh, we've been talking about this. You've been living in LA for how long?
Almost 6-7 years now.
Dude, the Olympics is gonna clean this shit up.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro! Every time there's an Olympics, they're just like, bro,
They disappear.
Bro, they come out with shotguns and just fucking clean it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you happy about that?
I
Someone
mean,
who
I'm
lives
not
in LA?
happy about
yeah,
it.
but you know what I mean. I know you pay a lot for rent. Are you happy for what you pay for?
I mean, I make jokes a lot about it because it's also like, my wife works in, psychology and shit and like drug and stuff. So it's like, we give a lot of money to the city. They just don't know how to use it right. You know what I mean? They're not putting it into programs and shit. A lot of people, but also a lot of the big issue is just a lot of these people, like, they don't want the help. So it's like, we got to figure out how to do it. But we're also like giving them a bunch of money to figure it out. No one's figuring it out. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah.
People are also very quick to highlight the part where it's like, oh, you shouldn't be saying this and all this. I'm like, there are 2 sides to this shit. So I was like, when motherfuckers are up there making jokes and out there, it's because, yo, man, you really been in this shit, bro. I'm
Yeah,
like,
we've seen it, bro.
We see it here. Like, every day I fucking drive by this shit.
Yeah, and I'm not happy about it, but it's also like, what can we do to make it better?
Yeah, I'm not lighting fires and shit, you know?
But also there is a lot of money in homeless activism. They call it elitism activism or some shit like that, where it's basically like, you're a white kid from fucking Beverly Hills and you're just like, give us money in this corporation that I started because we go out and we feed the homeless. And it's just like, well, you're not helping the situation. You're helping in the sense that you're feeding these people, but you're also like not trying to get them out of the position they're in.
Yeah.
Bro, if you hit, like, I mean, hypothetically, like, imagine, like, don't get me wrong, like, you hit rock bottom, right? I'm like, fuck, bro, like, coming at it, I was at that point, they had to be, they had to be a part of society. I mean, they're still a part of society, but they had to be in a different level where it's like they probably had a job, they had come from a family. So for you to hit that level and not make that fight to come back, like, I'm like, yo, imagine if you go from there, you're out in the street. Like, homie, I'd be panhandling like a motherfucker, but I'd be investing shit. You know what I mean? I'd be in here like, yo, let me get a hotel, get clean real quick, start working some jardinero jobs that pay cash.
But also, that just shows you how fucking great drugs are. You know what I mean? Like, methamphetamine's so good, you're like, fuck my whole family, fuck this job. All I want to do is collect cans and get me some meth.
We were
and take apart air conditioning.
Frank,
Yeah.
you know how you go to George Press stories and it's like a competition for coke on who can do more?
Yeah.
I was telling
like
these
dolphins.
motherfuckers that these fools do that with heroin. The homeless are like, I filled the needle up.
Yeah.
I did it with the dirtier needle. Like, it's like kind of like, you know how it's like people compete? Because people compete with coke. They're like, oh, I do all these bumps. Yeah, so I wonder if heroin people literally compete on who does more heroin.
Fool, those fools are so relaxed, bro. Competition is the last thing on their mind, bro.
I mean, smokers fucking compete on who can smoke more. We got a show called We Don't Smoke the
Yeah,
Same.
but
We're
this shit
literally
can't
telling these
kill us, bro.
motherfuckers, yo, we need to smoke more than you.
We can't OD on this shit,
Yeah,
homie.
but with heroin, it's like the competition's like who could fall asleep the fastest.
Permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, hey,
Who
let's
knocks
see who
out the
doesn't come back.
longest.
Ready, set, go.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's like heroin addicts that like be like, I've OD'd 7 times, homie. step up.
Like the confident heroin.
Yeah, be like, I could take all the heroin.
like
I
the
did
50
heroin
Cent
from the
heroin.
90s.
And he's like the 50 Cent of heroin.
Cobain. He was the king of heroin.
Yeah.
I've been OD 9 times.
Yeah, because every time I mean, you know, when you first hear like, oh, that fool OD'd, you assume he's dead, right? And then you find out like you don't have to die to OD.
No.
So I'm pretty sure I didn't know that for a while. I was like, oh,
he's like,
shit.
I got 8 under my belt.
Yeah, it's like a DUI. Like, oh, I got like 8.
Yeah,
You come back like the Pulp Fiction chick.
I'm the LeBron James of overdoses. I got fucking 10 rings, dog.
Like,
10 O's.
I guarantee that's how the nurses look at it. Oh, here comes
Oh my
LeBron
God.
again. Here comes Mr. OD. Look at him looking again.
This fool's walking around like the Kurt Angle, fucking shit, bro. Big old
Can't kill me.
I don't do cocaine, but I wrote. I don't know if you saw. I think you might. I posted that joke where I was saying how like,
I fucking died at that, bro.
dude, I was saying because a lot of like this year especially and like last year, a lot of people have been offering me cocaine.
They made a comeback, dog.
Yeah, and it was just so funny because it was like,
But have you been offered more now during the pandemic
Yeah.
than when you were at the comedy store and it was popping and so-and-so's walking in?
Yeah. Well, because I feel like the people at the store pretty much know I don't do
And
coke.
they respect it, yeah.
But everyone who's like new that meets me is always just kind of like, you do this? And I'm like, no, I just do weed. But yeah, that's why I was just, the joke I wrote was, it was like, I could tell I'm becoming more successful because the places people offer me coke are becoming fancier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like, I just remember being in like, you know, someone was like, this is our dope new, look how dope this room is. Look how antique this is. I'm
There's
like,
so
dope.
much truth to that, bro.
Dope. And then they were just like, have as much coke as you want. And I turned around and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I don't do this.
I mean, that's how I felt at the green room at the comedy store.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Richard Pryor has done it on that table. It's
Yeah.
a nice, fancy room. It's not as fancy as it used to be, but I can imagine it was like
Oh,
brand
yeah,
new.
yeah.
And like Richard Pryor, I was like, this is a fancy room. Because people always want, like, you go, you know how you walk into a hotel, someone always got to be like, oh, dog, I want to do coke again. Just because they walk into a fancy,
You're
nice
like,
suite.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, should I? You know what I mean? Like, it's so nice. I feel like if I don't, I'm like, you know, I don't want to be rude. You know what I mean? This is the nicest coke I've seen.
Sometimes you just take pride in the places. Like, I remember there was a mansion thing that I had gotten booked in Vegas, and it was this like mansion where like Elvis used to go crash, right?
Yeah.
And he used to have this section of the mansion just like customized, you know, Versace wallpapers, the beddings and all that shit. Bathroom, 3 sinks, right? So this shit was like the green room where like all the artists that were performing there, you know, go chill there. So I'm like, hey, where's the restroom at? I walk in there. I was like, yo, what the fuck? This shit looks like the bed off of like the Disney Safari ride. It's just all like super gold and fancy. You know what I mean? So it's all Versace'd out. Then I go into the bathroom, dog. All fucking like, there's 3 sinks. You got a fucking gold statue of some dog, and it's just awesome. I was like, man, this is Elvis's bathroom. I'd be stupid not to do coke in there. I was like, man, sometimes you just take pride in these fucking these places, man.
The king would want this.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta do 3 bumps, 3 sinks, 3 bumps. One for every person that fucking did it in here. There's some iconic places, bro. Like, imagine like if you go to
What are
Pablo's
like the
house.
top 10 places to do cocaine?
Because everybody has top 10 places where you would smoke, which is pretty much anywhere.
No, there's one place, like, even if I had kids or even if I had grandkids, but if I stepped in this place, I'd have to go do coke. The Scarface Mansion.
Immigration office?
Scarface Mansion.
Yeah.
Where Scarface did coke in that mansion, where he puts his fucking face down and does it, I'd have to just do it.
What if that'd be great if that was like a theme, or like coke becomes legal wherever that is, and that is like the tourist attraction. You get
Come do a bump.
You get to go just do a bunch of coke in the Scarface Mansion. Your family's there, and they take like a picture with you. You know what I mean? You got to be like a certain age to do it, though.
See, but that's one place that I think would be. I mean, because you know, you go watch that movie and you're like, damn, that's a lot of coke.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's
when I was a kid. I wasn't doing coke at the time. Like now, I watch
Nah,
it, my nose gets watery.
you
You
weren't
know
like
what
the
I
other
mean?
kids doing coke, you know? Huh? You weren't like
My
the other
nose has
kids.
a boner.
And my nose is like, what?
Yeah, I was like, I mean, you know, it since that shit made a comeback, I'm over here. I was like, yo, what company is gonna be the next DeLorean, bro? Because I've been listening to a podcast. I think it's by Wondery. I listened to that historic. It's Business Movers, and they covered the John DeLorean story. I'm like, man, that fool wasn't even doing coke, dog. They just pretty much set this fool up to frame this motherfucker in a sense. But I was tripping out. I'm like, man, there's gonna be another company fool is gonna get caught up like that, trying to sell some bullshit shares. It's gonna be like this decade's DeLorean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do that with crypto as it is. Yeah.
You're like, that's the next that's our DeLorean crypto.
Bro, yeah.
I don't think that shit could go away though. You know what I mean? Because you don't need to like put that shit together. Like that shit's gonna keep
No,
mining.
but I mean that was the thing is like the people. There was like when crypto was starting to like pop up, there were people doing like fake crypto coins and stuff. So there's a lot of people getting duped that way and shit. Yeah.
I mean, well, technically, if it has no service, it technically is a fraud.
Yeah.
Which Doge would be a fraud. Because everyone's like, oh, it doesn't do nothing. Because all the coins technically do something. If you do some research, it'll tell you, like, oh, this one's trying to fucking lower the price on admissions.
All these things are like trying to figure out what pi is, fool. You know what I mean? 3.14, whatever that shit is. I feel like
they figured it out, dude. It goes forever.
Yeah.
It's already figured. It's just never ending, bro. It's figured out,
bro. You know, but I don't know. I mean, what are these things mining for, dog? Like, what are they gonna run out of?
They're mining for a solution. When you get the solution, you get a Bitcoin or whatever the fuck that is, and when you get that, you get $55,000.
Okay, but
that sounds pretty fucking doable, and it's a math problem that technically you could do, but it's so hard that you need a bunch of computers.
No. We can't do it, bro.
You can't. Einstein. I mean, like a human can do it. Like a human can do it. It is an equation doable. It's just obviously it's already been done, and you have to try over and over and over again. That computer can do it better.
If I had a lifeline for it, I would call like the homegirl that works at SpaceX. I'd be like, look, man, I seen your post. They're like, figure out for X, Y, and Z. That's the only person that you ever known anybody that actually uses that shit for real life, bro?
There was a class. There's a group in high school. They're all like, it was like the math group. I remember my friend was in it, and they were so good at math they did an equation. And their T-shirts for the math club was like, "Hey, do you want to?" And on the back it had a huge math equation. But if you solved it, it said 69. So they had like everybody walking around in these T-shirts at school, and no one that was smart enough to figure out the equation, except the people that were in the group. So it was just a bunch of fucking high school kids walking around with a 69 joke.
It was to single those fools out, dog, because. I mean, like, honestly, dog, when I took calculus, I copied my way through that shit, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I'm not going to major in anything mathematically or just, any fucking engineering shit. I'm not going to be doing this, selling drugs. There's a cap, bro. I'm not out here trying to be Pablo. I'm just trying to pay the rent. You know what I mean? I was like, but you have a certain cap. But then, you look at it, I'm like, those fools that really got that shit, like, where are they now? And there is one girl that I know, bro. She's out there. She's making this shit happen. She gets excited when the shit gets launched up to space.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she was working at SpaceX, and I'm like, there are fools out there that they do make that a job, bro. I never thought that I'd see those equations again. I'm over here. I was like, you figuring out for circumference is real.
Yeah, they're like, I landed a person on the moon.
One of my teachers.
Right?
One of my teachers in high school, my chemistry teacher, Mr. Samojo, he legit in the beginning of the class said, if you can just tell me every single element on the periodic table, I will give you an A for the rest of the year. No dumbass did it. You know how easy of work you just had to memorize those and not do no work for the rest of the year?
Not even the ROTC fools, they memorize shit like crazy.
Now that I think about it, I was like, man, these teachers sometimes make it so easy for us.
It always blows my mind that school shootings happen and those ROTC guys don't ever fucking just...
Yeah, like step it up.
You really think they're there to save the day?
I'm just saying, that's what they're training for. You know what I mean?
I mean,
that is...
I don't know, break a table, fucking make a weapon. Help us out, dog.
If the colonel teaching that shit, he had to have a pistol in there, bro. You know what I mean? He had to have one. The fool teaching...
Use the flag one of them's carrying to stab somebody. I'm just saying, ingenuity, right? Adapt is one of the mottos.
I think if some of those fools were to even step up in a moment like that,
definitely. Come on, Tony.
Those fools could have skipped they could have skipped the war medals, dog. If any of those fools would have stepped up, like if they would have got that shit like in that Simpsons scene and throw that flag through the fucking Columbine fool, be like, I stopped this shit. I was like, that fool could have got all the medals. He could have got the Metal Gear recognition.
Who's gonna tell the story?
What? He's saying. I was like, yeah. Where were those fools at? Those fools are training to go to war.
I'm gonna get my ass kicked by every ROTC member.
Yeah, but I was in that shit. First of all, when you're ROTC, you did not sign up for infantry.
Nah, when they told me
if you were in infantry, you'd be in infantry. You wouldn't be sitting here trying to convince Frank to sign up for some bullshit when you know he's a fucking class clown, dude.
Yeah. I remember I fucking left when they were like, hey, you're getting to that age where you're thinking about military. I was like, I'm out. I was like,
And they start off with push-ups.
Yeah.
Or pull-ups. Be like, how many pull-ups can you do?
Yeah, I did. Some guy does 20. They're like, you're a fucking star.
Yeah, you'd go. You're Arnold Schwarzenegger. Just go.
I can't wait to go. I'm gonna kill them all. And we're like, whoa, okay. There was a lot of kids in my high school that I saw really eat that shit up.
Oh, dude, they were about
that shit brings any more freedom to the country and shit.
One of my, like you said, one of the seniors.
Yeah.
I think every 2 or 3 days, because I lived in Lake Elsinore, so there's a huge lake. This fool would swim across it back and forth because he was gonna join the Marines and he was gonna be #1, dude.
So what? The fucking the swimming across got smaller and smaller every year in Lake Elsinore.
Hey, fuck you! That lake is huge.
Because there's probably so much meth in that fucking lake.
Oh, you could have, yeah.
Well, I got to see two sides of that, which was hilarious. Because I lived in Eastside San Jose, so I got to see when the recruiters would go to like a fucking high school in a poor part of the Bay Area, versus like when the recruiters went to like Great Oak, which was like a #5 school to transfer kids to like
the name
college,
just sounds
whatever.
great.
Yeah, it was
Great
It was in
Oak,
Temecula.
dude.
It was Great Oak. It was like
I played your fucking lame ass school.
Yeah,
your football team. That football team was great.
Yeah. Fuck them. Whatever, dog. They never put me on the fucking alumni page. Those pieces of shit. That they put the fucking.
Would you do the tenure where you go talk to the kids? Like, let's say.
went. I did.
Oh, you did?
Fuck yeah, I did.
Tell me about that.
Dude, I went. Bro, it was great. My fucking teacher. One of my teachers, Miss Arban.
This after the roast battle?
Yeah, it was. Right before I won, so it was after the first season. So I went there and I talked to him and stuff, and it was like right when I like started working at the store and was doing all these things, and so I was telling him about like I was like I was just like, not even that. I was just very blatantly was just like, because the other people talking were like, we just got into college and like, we're like,
you're the worst.
So full of life.
Yeah. And I was just like, they're like, what about you? It was like, oh, I didn't go to college. I moved to Los Angeles and me and my friends fucking have a show that's on TV. And then we fucking, I'm pursuing comedy and I'm fucking doing it.
You're like the last person they want there.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, I work a dead end job, but like I get to do what I really love and it's fucking great. And I told them, I was like, some of you are definitely going to go to college and become great people. Some of you, college is not what you should be worried about.
But they have to. But some people have to go to figure that out. I know that sounds kind of weird.
No,
I dropped out, and I kind of figured like, what else was I going to do?
That's an expensive mistake.
Yeah, 100%.
Not if you go to community college.
Not if you go to community.
I went to community college. I'm not gonna lie.
Community college is like,
go there first. Figure it out. You'll know if you really want to go. Yeah, and you'll get high and not feel bad. You can get an F and not feel like you're a piece of shit.
I'll fail pottery. But yeah, I remember after the class, this one kid came up to me, and she was just like, out of everyone that spoke, she goes, "You seemed like you were the happiest." And I go, "Yeah." I was like, prioritize happiness. I was like, do what you want. Like, I was like, there's nothing wrong with getting a job and just being that person.
That
I was
kid
like,
did mushrooms for sure.
Hilarious. I was like, but follow what you really want to do, and if you fail, fuck it. It was like or college.
Yep.
I was like, but you don't have to do it. My teacher loved it, and then after that, I won a bunch of shit and all this stuff, and they've never invited me back. Those pieces of shits. So fuck them. Anyways, what we're talking about? ROTC people. So I got to see when the recruiters would come to Great Oak, and that is like a very privileged school. And a lot of them were like, we could put you guys into officer training. So I got to watch Eastside San Jose, and it was like, who's ready to join the infantry? You know what I mean? And then like Great Oak, which was a nicer spot, be like, who's ready to go to a nice academy school?
They get walked into the gang, fool.
And not have to worry about being on the front line. You know what I mean? I'm just like, okay. Like I have a friend who joined officer school out of high school, and he's like making fucking, and I get to watch him make the calls to kill the kids in the Bay Area that joined San Jose.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Since you went to a fancy school, I'm pretty sure. He went to a ghetto school.
Yeah.
Did you guys see? Because I experienced it when they do the prom death, the prom crash. Where they tell you don't drink and drive. You know how fucking mood killer that is, dude. You want to kill my prom experience?
So
you know what I'm talking about, right? Where they pull someone that's dead at car.
Our class was so small, bro, that they could count with their hands how many kids had cars. So they're like, we know those fools didn't bring their car.
Ask them. Oh, it was crazy. Yeah, I knew they got it bad.
It was like a fucking J.J. Abrams production. They shut down the street.
Yeah.
There was like a fucking explosion. They fucking had the kids in the car. They're full makeup, bro.
That's why I asked because they went hard, dude. I swear to God,
they had a helicopter come in and shit. It was a whole thing.
Wait, this is a reenactment?
Sort of, but
so this is like before prom. Every year they do this to tell you don't drink and drive on prom.
So it's just like on Easter week, how Catholic churches was, they beat up a fake Christ.
Basically, yeah. It's just the same thing. It's basically telling you don't drink and drive. This is the how bad it can get, and they'll tell you it's show
what's
that. But they go hard because they're from rich money.
They got a
area.
budget.
Dude, they got a budget. What's fucked them ridiculous is they pick like 5 popular kids in school and they dress them up in all like death face.
Yeah.
And then you have to like they put them in class. You're not allowed to talk to them.
Yeah, and the whole time they're like, you're bleeding, dude. You know, because they died. But it's
dead.
cool.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
weird. It's like weird as fuck.
And then they all get to hang out in a casino hotel room for the weekend. They can't talk to their families and it's a whole like thing. And I remember
Damn,
watching.
what the fuck? There's a hotel room involved?
Yeah,
Shit,
man.
like-
I remember watching this thing.
Are there drugs? in
Yeah,
the
I remember watching this whole thing, and I was like, man, that's crazy. In Eastside San Jose, they just, an actual kid just died of drunk driving, and we just went to that.
Somebody had to die and shit.
Yeah, real shit happened. People really died. Over there, they're like, you have to act like you're dead.
Yeah. I was like, we had this at my,
Yeah.
we had this last year in fucking the Bay. Her name was Christina.
You know what they did?
She was
instead of
driving a
that, bro?
Honda.
Yeah.
They just showed us pictures of fucking car crashes.
Yeah.
I remember
Man,
a
you guys were
similar,
really
like,
broke.
meeting.
Do you see how broke that school is?
Yeah, it's like they just showed us pictures of car
On
crashes,
someone
bro.
else's phone.
It was through the TV, and it was like, everybody better pay attention to this size TV in the auditorium. We're like, motherfucker, we need a projector.
No, I know they went hard because we used to laugh at them because they
That
went
shit sounds
hard,
like a high
dude.
school musical production. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a whole other level.
He just
Temecula's
talked about how
fucking
great
ridiculous.
it's money for it's baby OC.
Dude, it's so funny to me because I remember when I went there, the first day in my high school, one of the girls that I ended up like kind of fucking with later because I love racism. One of the girls was like,
Who doesn't, right?
Yeah, I know. Especially like when you're Mexican, you fucking meet a white girl that's like, I don't like Mexicans. You're just like, you will, dog. But she was just, I remember she was complaining. She was like, oh, there's fucking dirty Mexicans outside. And then she sees me and she goes, oh, not you. You're different. You're inside. And I was like, thank
damn.
you so
Thank
much.
you. I'm inside.
I'm glad that there's a distinction. You know what I mean?
there used to be back when you were black, you were a
100%,
slave, you were inside, you were outside. 2 different blacks.
Yeah. See?
What?
Yeah.
Xavier Guerrero. Everybody.
Dude,
Right when Carol walked in.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That was perfect timing. You heard me say something racist.
He was like,
No, he's like, Xavier saying racist shit again?
Let
Trying
me
to make my black guy presence.
Yeah. But it was, dude, it was fucking ridiculous, man. I just remember being there and being like, oh, I can't really, like, be myself around it. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm deep in this fucking white-ass neighborhood.
Yeah.
But the funniest thing about that whole fucking town was I would watch all these privileged, military brats / kids that worked for or parents of kids who worked for Abbott or, like, I remember one of the kids, his dad was, like, a fucking DEA agent, like, straight up, but they were, like,
Damn.
Mormon. It was fucking ridiculous. So I got to meet, like, a lot of, like, privileged, closeted, fucking sheltered kids. And you know what it's like coming from fucking the Bay Area. So it was just wild being there, and I'd see these kids like complain about like the Native Americans that live right next door to the school.
Yeah, because Pachanga's right next to the reservations right there.
Pachanga, but whatever.
Hey, those fools go hard, huh? all
Changa.
those fools that come from that family, those are the food. Because you know how, like,
They got money. They got money, though.
And they got money. I made a lot of good friends with them because I worked at the new restaurant at the casino, so a lot of the Native Americans would show up there, and I got to meet a lot of the families, and I got to be cool with a lot of people, and I got to see
like, are
what
these rich Native families?
Yeah, I got to see a lot of like different side of stuff because they literally were poor fucking people in dirt in fucking Temecula, and you know how that fucking city is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then they came together and they started a fucking casino, and they fucking
It's huge, dude. That
they make
casino's
so much
nice.
money now,
Yeah.
and a lot of them are going to
South Park?
college and shit. So it's dope, but it's also like it's funny to see these kids complain about them.
Are you part Native or like?
No,
where's your
I
family
mean,
from?
I'm sure.
I'm sure we all are, but it's like, okay, you're.
But no, I haven't like done the blood thing. But it's just funny to see them all complain about these fucking like Native Americans, and I'm just like, yo, Pachanga paid for the Great Oak. Like they literally built that whole fucking town.
You have no idea how much you have to
Unlike
donate.
how they did them,
Dude.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have, they have to donate. Oh, fuck, come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So much money. So it's a very backwards town, and it makes me laugh my ass off.
Yeah. No Mexicans. Very little Mexicans.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
you got out there though. It's
Because
like
you got Paris, Hemet, there.
No,
so
I'm
right-
sure-
they got the border patrol station right
I'm
there,
sure-
so
Oh, yeah.
you get a lot of like anti-Mexican shit too.
I'm sure there's Mexicans there and those like mixed in between the natives, but they're like the type of Mexicans. You know how like Selena had that long hair and she was natural, but you can kind of tell she has some native
Yeah,
to
I
it.
feel
It's
you.
like that kind of Mexican.
Well,
food.
there's a lot of shit that was going on. I remember when I was working there was a big. They had a vote where I think so it was like the percentage of blood matters how much money you get when
course,
you're in the
yeah.
casino, right? So they kind of, a few families I think got kind of like taken out of the rotation because of like they were like, well, you're not like you know.
Do you know the minimum requirement?
I can't remember, but there was just a lot of like infighting, and I just remember it was like a big deal, and there was like a lot of people like were upset and shit. It was a huge like fighting between families. It was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, on some real shit though, like I know it's like some historic shit, but I asked one of my homies when I went to college because it was like the only Native American food at CSUN, the EOP thing. And I was like, hey, food true or not, like, were your parents strict on drinking? They were like, hell yeah, bro. If your parents knew what's up and you're full Native, they try to stir you away from the fucking drinking. Because, like, it's, like, I guess these fools were not used to drinking the way they should. And then, like, their tolerance is just so low for this shit, bro. It's like, they get hooked on this shit. Like, if you think that you can't get hooked on alcohol, there is a lot of Native alcoholics out there, dude.
Absolutely.
Bro,
and,
no, man.
and that shit's some historic shit.
So
too.
is their
Mexicans
genes.
too. Mexicans too.
That fool Vision, bro. That fool's literally addicted to alcohol. Like, if he doesn't, like...
He's like, shout out to my homie.
And it's
no,
not...
like, it's weird. Like, you know how, like, a body's supposed to have vitamins and, like, your body doesn't act too right if you don't, like, eat or something like that. That's how his body is. Like, his body won't act right if he doesn't have a drink.
it's
My
not-
body's telling
but
me I need another beer.
But it's not really addiction. It's not. It hits them different because we all got like European in us, and Europeans been drinking forever, dude. Since they've known they've been drinking. The Native Americans did not have alcohol till the Europeans brought it to them. So their bodies have not been used to it.
They had that good ass peyote, dog.
Oh, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. But whole different drug.
Yeah.
And that's why it hits them on a whole different level.
Yeah,
and it
absolutely.
is. I think it is genetics. But definitely, I mean, just imagine Europeans been drinking for forever. I mean, you said Mexicans, Aztecs. I heard they don't get it either. But I mean, the whiter you look, the more you could probably drink. I'm assuming.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Yeah. Do you? I've been fascinated with a lot of that too, with the Aztecs and the Mayans and shit. Like my friend who's Middle Eastern, we were like talking, and he was like, there's a lot of Middle Eastern people that came to Mexico at a certain point in like a few centuries ago, and I was just like, what? Like it blew my mind. And then he was like, yeah, you got to look at how al pastors cooked. Right? He was like, they picked up different cooking methods. He was like, also that's why a lot of certain Hispanic people or Mexicans, they'll have like red in their beard, and it's because of just some fucking that Middle Eastern shit. And I was like, that's wild. Everyone was fucking back in the day.
Yeah, because they say that Bering Strait on top of Antarctica, that's the one that was frozen, and that's the one that basically the reason why we came to America, and that's where there's Native Americans.
Yeah.
But if you look into it, there's been things that these fools been knowing how to create boats.
Absolutely.
They're wrong.
Yeah,
They're wrong. If you look at this shit,
A lot of the history is us just fucking guessing, dude.
I wouldn't really know, but I'm pretty sure there's a tinfoil hat episode out there where you can low-key fucking go deep.
Sam Tripoli runs
Sam
in.
Tripoli.
Speaking of the Mayans.
Speaking of the Mayans, speaking of the Machica, all these blue check marks.
He's like, did you know Mayans had their own version of Blue Chew?
Mayans invented stamps.com, dog. I know what you're talking about.
He's like, they were making the original peanut butter whiskey. Yo, Sam's the best with fucking at doing those like little intros. Like it's not cringe, but it's so damn good, bro.
Dude.
When he does the good morning swarm. Oh, it's
Nah,
I'm like, oh,
dude, his
man.
commercials are the best. Like I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like a kid in kindergarten. You know what I mean? When you fucking have the good morning song.
and they're all like off the top of the dome. You know, it's one take Drake type of thing.
One take Drake.
Yeah. Sometimes, and he'll be like, was that good? And then we'll sit there and like, yeah. He's like, all right, let's just run with it. And we're just like, this is not good. But for some reason, those not good ones is when those ads will be like, that was great. They love that raw shit. It's so weird. We're like, oh, dude, we thought we were going to get shit on that one. They love that raw shit.
Hey, but,
and that's what people love. People want to hear something where it's like super unique. Yeah.
Which, before I went to get that beer, you know how I told you there was like Mexicans in between the natives? Those fools are like, they're Navajo, like kidney bean red type Mexicans, you know? You'll see them in school, but they're the ones that you're usually like, hey, this fool's like dark Mexican. But I'm like, that fool's just native, dog.
You know what's crazy, too, a lot about that? Do you know what the paper genocide was?
No, what's that? Oh, I
so
gotta know
when they were breaking up the Native Americans' land, a lot of kids of Native Americans didn't have documents, so they kind of like were put into foster homes, right?
Yeah, I know about this.
So a lot of their history and their backing of being Native American, a lot of the kids don't even realize they're Native American and they're entitled to money.
They were putting
The other crazy thing that's happening is, so say you and me both are Native American, right? And the government owes us money. If you and me are both from different tribes and we have a kid, that kid's no longer, even though it's two tribes of Native Americans.
That's fucked up.
Even if we're from both Native American tribes, kid's half Native American because it's by tribe or some
Yeah,
shit. That's
yeah.
So it's like, even if we stay Native Americans like fucking.
That's like inbreeding. That sounds like they're making you inbreed. Not to that extent, but you're
But
gutting the population of who I can fucking have kids with really fucking narrow.
Well, it's also like, in a way, that's how the government was able to stop paying the Native Americans.
It's pretty much a loophole, dog.
They're fucking sneaky, of course. It's the government. Yeah. Come on. You don't know right now? If you're fully vaccinated, you can wear a mask. You don't have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
It's the new law. Look it up. Biden just said it.
Yep, because there's a lot of
Fucking
fucking there's a lot of fucking them. There's still a lot of like tribes of Native American people, but even then there's like they're still making it very hard to be Native American and collect money.
At least out here, it's like once they got the casinos, like, you know, everybody made sure that they highlighted the fact that they gave them something like the casinos. They stopped showing the bad side. Like on the,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. They stopped doing that, and it's like the funny shit. Like it was some of my material, bro, and it's like you know, some black fools will get mad, and some fucking black fools will get mad. I'm like, hey man, I never seen happy black people till I got in Canada. You want to know what their blacks are? The fucking Indian fools, dog. I was like, you think they have them better? They have not given them casinos out there. Like fools are out there missing in fucking Canada, and it's fucking so crazy. Like there's like, I'm telling you, dog. When I say that, it's like some of the black fools are like, yo, I never thought about that. Fools must be happy out there.
But on the real though, let's stop giving casinos all this fucking appraisal. These motherfuckers won't legalize online poker.
Yeah.
And I love online poker.
Cheat.
No, you can't. These fools are good. You poker stars, yeah, there's a way to cheat and there's a way to not. I mean, there's bots, but also they can regulate it. And I'm just saying they do it in Europe, and the only reason they won't do it here is because
of the casinos.
Casinos won't let it happen. Man, you know how much money these people would have made, lost, whatever the fuck you want to call it during the COVID, if you can play online poker. I'm not saying I'm good. I'm not no shark. I'm not no whale, but I ain't no guppy.
I ain't no guppy.
But I'll play, and I just want them to bring it back. You ever play online poker?
Yeah, I have, and it's like the one
Poker
thing,
Stars? Oh, dude, I used to love that shit.
He's so
Underage, I
good
used
at
to
it,
play
but
that.
he had that was his vice, and his family had literally put an ultimatum. Was like, hey man, you got to make a decision.
I have a few friends like that.
Ultimatum means you suck.
Nah, bro, he was doing that
means
good
you suck, dog.
that he needed to dedicate all his time to, because he was. If you're winning $14,000 every
your
fucking
parents
Friday tournament,
your parents should be so happy at you and keep telling you keep going.
This is a homie, dog. This is like if you're married and you have a kid and his family's like, hey, dude, like our kid's growing and the bills are paid, but you can't be in front of the computer all fucking day.
Oh, he's addicted.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What do you think gambling is? Some fools don't fucking push it up their nose. They fucking play cards.
Yeah, but I mean, I only call addiction when you're losing. Like Phil Ivey, you call that addiction? No, he's winning. Phil Ivey's a fucking pro. Trust me, I guarantee this guy was losing.
Nah, he was winning. Trust me, I know his fool since I.
Yeah, no one's ever
kids.
complaining when you're losing or when you're winning.
Yeah, like no one. But
the downside
no one on like World Star. They're like those fools are addicts.
The fucked up sleeping schedule. These fools don't fucking leave their computer. They start looking like World of Warcraft fools.
So it's a long time.
You know what I mean?
Have you ever played a poker tournament?
Yeah, I've been there, bro. You know why I tell you it's easy to cheat? Is because I would be an entry and I would be right there like, yo, what do I do now? I made it to the fucking finals, bro. Like, you can have a whole network of motherfuckers just like on the phone.
That's still not cheating. You're still playing someone else, dog. It doesn't matter what I tell you. You don't know what cards I have. Well, I could have deuce, which is, I guess, deuce 7, which is the worst card in the deck, and I could beat you if I have ace, if you think that I have something better than you. I don't have to have anything.
You're playing the
you can have you can have all the shit on the computer as long as you don't know what I have. Yeah, it gets easier because you start figuring odds.
I thought it would be like
no, you can play odds.
No,
you can play odds, and you can figure out like if you should do it or not. But at the end of the day, the computer can't tell you if they don't unless they know what you have, which is doable. I'm pretty sure they can hack you till they know exactly what you have. But at the end of the day, like if I'm playing with you poker, like even me and you, I can literally be like, go online and figure out what you should do. I'll give you enough time.
And then
even if I give you enough time, you could still lose.
Can you really control that much money though? Like I bet you they were watching a lot of money on that shit, bro.
Yeah, fool.
Probably watching a gang of money. Like La Bala Central, bro.
Bitcoin, what do you think crypto is right now? You don't think these fools are washing money?
Yeah,
you don't think this is getting laundered? You don't think people are buying? You don't think El Chapo Guzman and all his sons and La Nueva Generación are buying?
First of all,
regular Guzman guy that's in all the movies.
Yeah, you don't think fucking kilos? You don't think kilos are getting bought through Dogecoin, dog? Come on, dog. You know someone bought a kilo through Dogecoin, dog.
Is it Dogecoin?
I don't know, Doge.
Because you say Dogecoin like you're the Dodgers.
Dodgers. See, I'm beaner. That's what I said. I'm Mexican and the paisa in me, dog.
I love it.
But you know, crypto for sure is another launder scheme. Mm-hmm. They're just moving shit around.
Yeah, he says pizza the same way. Pizza.
Yeah. Pizza.
No, come on.
Pizza.
Pizza?
He says pizza.
Pizza. That's hilarious.
Hey, who was our mayor for a
while? You guys were there at the store when we got to meet the fucking Mr. Mysterious. Fucking Foo's Gone Wild, right?
Oh yeah, no, he wasn't there, but I was there.
Oh, you weren't?
Nah, I didn't. That was that the last the recent show that George?
Yeah, we got sock checked. He got sock checked.
Dude, I got sock checked and I failed hard.
You felt hard.
Yeah,
Oh, you're embarrassing.
Dude,
Yeah.
so bad, dude.
Are you better now? Did you make sure you don't?
Yeah.
Can I sock check you now?
No, not right now. I got ankle
you're
socks
fucking
right now,
up.
dog.
See, you gotta be ready at all the moment.
I gotta go buy new fucking
No,
ankle
but
socks.
I think the expectation's only if like you're a fool, like you know what I mean, like.
Nah, dog, it's a whole thing now, bro.
Yeah, you gotta be ready to get sock checked, dog. Just
Like,
be
you know,
ready.
What if you're like one of those fools that never like wearing high socks? All of a sudden you know what I mean?
You got it, bro. Yeah, I mean, you're there and you're out, dog.
Like I can understand if I'm walking and I don't have my hat on, guilty by association, just by haircut, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, you definitely have to have high
Fucking
socks
some
on,
fool
dog.
tells me you sock check, fool. I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta commit to this now.
dog,
Yeah.
That's how I am.
You know what I mean? But like this, like other fools, I'm like, man, that's a lot of pressure, bro.
Dude, it sucks if you have fucking low cut socks on looking like that. You cannot not have high socks on looking like that.
He's definitely a cop.
Yeah, copper
What if
or
you're wearing
copper
shorts?
copper fag, either one or the other.
Fool. All I'm saying, dog.
Come on, bro. Tony just got
You
it.
got-
Come on.
I'm like, who says the guy that got caught up with the fucking low cut fucking Pumas?
They
and the
were
fake
low cut,
Yeezys?
they were high top. You can go on Extra Marks the Spot Instagram if you don't believe me.
Will made a post talking about he bought those Yeezys after he posted that up. He was like, I bought him these. Yeah, but I don't know, man. What do you prefer, man? Sometimes I don't like the fucking high ones, bro. That shit's, all the way up, bro. It stretches them out.
I don't know. I keep
Then
it. No, I
you-
don't
Higher
know.
the sock, dog.
Higher the sock.
Yeah, down to the full, dog.
I was like,
Yeah, dude, it was cool meeting him. He kidnapped me. It was dope.
Yeah, he had the mask on for a cool minute.
Did it?
Yeah, everyone was texting me, what does he look like? I'm like, what am I? This sounds like an interrogation. Like, what do I tell you? Like, he's like, sounds like a cop thing. Like, even then, like, what are you just going to picture
Well,
what
listen,
I'm telling
man,
you?
I just described the mask to people.
there's a lot of fucking shit that page has going. First of all, they ruined my name. I'm like the only Edgar without that haircut. Now I got to worry about getting sock checked. You know what I mean? I was like, at this point, I was like, man, I got to be the difference, bro.
I gotta be the difference.
Yeah.
That's just so funny.
Got to be the MLK of low cut socks, bro.
Yeah, cultural, dude. It's so funny. Like I had family members message me after that, and I'm
Yeah,
like, that's
bro.
hilarious.
I dream when we could sit at a table with all kinds of socks.
Oh, yeah.
dog.
Like, it's so funny you just said that. Like, I've had Alex Jones on my show. I've had some cool shit. I've been on, like, Theo Vaughn's wall for some reason. I don't even know why I got on there. And no one ever said, hey, dude, you were on that wall, you did this. But when I'm on Fools Gone Wild, a couple people were like, bro, you made it. You were on Fools Gone Wild. I was like,
Fucking
for
Mexicans,
real?
bro.
I was like, this is it. This is it. This is it. I've done sold out shows, but this
the
is
thing
it.
that makes people excited,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
So stupid. I was like, yo, motherfuckers.
people
But
like
I was with it. I got some followers. I wasn't mad, you know?
No, I love it.
I think if you get caught up with low socks, man, I was like, man, fools will just send you some socks, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hey,
Fools
send me
Gone
some
Wild
socks.
is
If
so
you got,
big.
if you're a company out there, and I'll wear those high.
That'd be like
high.
that'd be like the best promo. He's like, oh man, I got you with low socks, fool. Here's some Fools Gone Wild socks.
Oh, he has socks, dog.
He could just change the
Yeah,
world one pair of
he
socks
left
at a time.
He left socks in the green room for whoever needed them.
Speaking of socks, you know what store pissed me off the most? You ever in the City Walk, bro, and they have that store dedicated to socks, bro? Like, why is that there, bro? That's like one of the stores that gets me angry.
Hey, some people love socks.
I mean, bro, a whole
Some people
store,
fuck with
dude. You
socks,
know
man.
how expensive that real estate is?
Dog, you think that's a stupid store? Have you ever been to the Container Store?
The Container Store.
It's fucking huge. It's a store
Yeah.
for containers in San Diego.
Like Tupperware?
Yeah.
Like stuff to contain stuff.
Yeah. And
Just like all
there's-
kinds of
Yeah,
Tupperware?
and there's nothing to put in the containers. It's just
No.
containers. Like, yeah, you can build a container in a container. You can do that.
That sounds like a spot that's just designated for that. Fools will
Okay,
just
well,
travel.
that's what socks is for, dude. I don't know why you're so surprised about socks.
They
dog.
have them in every fucking store. I just don't see like the whole point. I was like, hey man, this is prime real estate.
Yeah, they don't have colorful stocks.
If fools are gonna come from like fucking all kinds of the world to the entertainment capital of the world, you're gonna come over here as like socks.
I love that you walked. That I imagine that you just walked into this sock store and walked up to like some poor person just working doing their customer service job, and you're just like, "Hey man, you're really wasting this real estate here." And they're just like, "What? Do you want socks?" And you're like, "Nah, I'm just."
There could be a better store here,
There could
dude.
be a better, yeah.
Something that actually sells.
Who do I need to talk to? And they're just like, "Whoa."
Yeah, I'm like, this shit should have gone with COVID, bro. Get this shit the fuck out of here.
Yeah. This is some low socks talk.
Yeah, bro. Some low socks. Hey man, that's the mecca of fucking socks, man. Hey, a lot of stores didn't make it, dog. Remember I told you I went recently to Universal, dog? I was like, that shit looked depressing as fuck, dog.
Of course they didn't make it.
Fools ain't even working there at the bar, nowhere. All these little stands. I had to go thirsty after doing all those drugs.
Like females Foot Locker, that didn't make it.
That is, like ladies Foot Locker. Now they just have a section in all the regular
They
Foot
just
Lockers.
put the females with the males, and they're like, it's just Foot Locker now.
There's
We're
no
just
more kids Foot Lockers either.
Exactly, full. If I was Foot Locker, I'm canceling all that other little bullshit and just making it Foot Locker.
One store.
Yeah, become
One store.
like a Costco
Real
Foot
Italians-
Locker. Yeah, become like the Costco version of Foot Locker.
Yeah.
Like, you come here for all this shit. There's a section for you.
Didn't you also think that was stupid?
What?
Like, oh, where's the Foot Locker? Then the woman's Foot Locker was across the thing. I was like, why don't you
Like
just
in
buy
Glendale
both of
Mall?
them?
I hated that, bro.
Why don't you just buy both of them and just make this like a big like Foot Locker spot? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're
you
like,
know,
nah, man, we like segregation.
Yeah.
you know that mall by your house on Tower Mills?
Fuck yeah, that shit
Yeah,
is huge.
I walked around and had that same real estate conversation with right there. I was like, why the fuck is there 3 Foot Lockers?
Yo, that's
why
one.
isn't there just one?
Hey, that's one where you gotta go, and I bet you a lot of stores did not make it.
Oh no, I went there
Have you ever been to
last
Ontario Mills?
month.
It's huge.
Oh, I
it's
I have been there.
big.
Mills. Yeah.
I wonder how many stores are like not
Bro,
closed,
everything's
closed.
gone. Like I was like the only like restaurants. Remember that Rainforest Cafe?
Yeah, Rainforest Cafe.
The only thing left there is the fish, dog. You know what I mean?
They took the alligator?
They cut down the rainforest.
Yeah, bro, they cut that shit down.
Assholes.
They fucking took a lot of. There's a lot of those like. I think it's the only thing that survived is like the TJ Maxx outlet store, the fucking Nordstroms. I was like shit that has
the
like
outlets.
the
Yeah,
H&M.
Yeah, like the Vans. There's like
Yeah,
those
of
kind of
course.
stores, and there's like this new, the new gentrified stores that are coming in. They're like, yeah,
Cotton On.
they're like 1 month. It's all fucking. You know, they celebrate every month.
Cotton On. Yeah,
Cotton On's one of those. H&M is
Typo.
fucking
Over there.
Forever 21 now. Super fucking unisex.
Old Navy for some reason always fucking.
Old Navy.
Survives. Who the fuck buys this shit? There? Fool, that's like for sure like some Suburban shit, huh?
Nah, it's a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
cartel
Like,
shit.
nah,
That's where
fool,
you
that's
launder
like-
money,
nah, bro.
Old Navy is launder money shit, dog.
no, bro.
There's no way. How's Old Navy still open, dog?
You know
they
the
give
pe-
shit away. Have you ever
you know
seen the
the-
commercial? It's like, come in here and we'll give you 5
Hey, you know
pence.
the people that turn bad in the purge? When they're good, that's where they shop. You know what I mean? They have the fucking shorts with the foot. It's like way above the knee. Who the fuck wears polos these days? Only fools that play golf. And you gotta shop at Old Navy.
The ones that don't like us.
Yeah, yeah. Where they at, Xavier? What is it? The OC.
Yeah, the whole seat.
Yeah, no, man. I don't know. I always wonder. There's some stores you're like, how the fuck did you make it?
Dude.
Like, you know what store pissed me off when it went out of business? Century City.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, Circuit City.
I was about to say
Century
Century
City.
City.
Yeah, what is it? Circuit City was some
Yeah.
shit. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, how the fuck do you not sell electronics?
Fries is another one where every time
Oh, that
Fries
was
closed
sad.
down.
American Apparel. It's back now. It's Los Angeles Apparel.
Oh.
You remember when American Apparel got canceled?
Forget the molestation
yeah.
case. No.
Yeah.
No, or they had the undocumented workers. They're like, they're legal now.
Yeah. The guy, it's so funny reading up on that. The guy was like, everything was dropped and settled out of court. I am totally fine.
And it's funny how they pick some of them and some of them don't. Like, how the fuck is Subway still open? Pedophile guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
100%.
survived a
They
big
didn't
hit,
even
dude.
change the name. They just said we're sticking
Well, I
with
mean,
pet
Subway
with
was
Footwear.
like, we hired a guy that happened to be a pedophile. Our bad.
No, he was your main guy. It wasn't. You didn't hire a guy. You hire someone at fucking the Subway at Santa Ana.
Yeah, but the blue-
This was the main guy from Subway. You should at least change the name.
Nickelodeon.
Listen, so what? Our bad?
They're in too deep, bro.
Not a foot long, maybe.
Didn't
Whoops.
didn't they have to do something like that? Like Nickelodeon, the food. They're like, hey man,
Yeah,
Steve, the
that
first
shit
Steve
really-
fucked up. We could just replace Steve, but this doesn't represent Blue's Clues, homie. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other fool.
They got the
Nickelodeon?
Indian Steve
the
after that.
Nickelodeon guy, the guy with the foot fetish.
Yeah.
Oh,
did you ever
fucking
see
the
that
fat
shit?
What's his name? I fucking hate him, but what's his name?
He created like
Snyder?
iCarly,
That's
the
Dan
Snyder.
Snyder.
Yeah, that fool's a
Dude,
creepy motherfucker.
That was the one thing where I saw it on Twitter and I was like, what? And then I started looking in and I was like, oh,
Were you a
shit.
Nickelodeon kid?
I was.
Okay, so 90s, you watch TV?
Of course.
Sorry, okay. I know that we all noticed this, and I questioned it when I was younger. I was like, yo, what's up with the little ads that did like little toe singing and shit, the cartoons?
Oh, there was a lot of toes.
It was very like foot oriented, you know.
Yeah, because that motherfucker loved feet.
Yeah.
But I noticed
He
that
made
when I was a
car-
kid. I was
Dude,
like, yo, man, what the fuck's up with the toe
Dude,
singing?
he made Carly used to put her fucking feet in her mouth.
In his mouth?
iCarly?
No, iCarly used to put her own feet in her mouth. Like,
Yeah.
shit like that. Used to be like, oh, foot things and like play with your feet and put your fingers in your toes.
Crazier, this is where I get all Sam
Tinfoil,
Tripoli.
yes. No, this is definitely this is my right up my alley. Don't get me started. When you start to look
more into it, there was like there was accusations of families disappearing and like kids like just fucking they were trying to get up towards the Nickelodeon, that whole Nickelodeon route, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Well, I'm pretty sure you heard that Britney Spears' little sister is pregnant by Homeboy, and then I heard like, you know how? Tell me you didn't want to get slimed.
Oh, dude, I wanted to get slimed all the whole time, dog.
Every time someone got slimed, I'm like, I wish that was me.
Oh, I wish that was me.
Do you know? Just think about the power you have.
Yeah.
Of what kids would do to get slimed.
Exactly.
That's how creepy that is. Just think about when you're a maniac like that. When you're a maniac and you think like that, you're like, wait up, how bad do you want to get slimed?
Exactly.
You know what?
Out of all, who wants to get slimed the most?
Who wants to get slimed? You're like, oh, yeah.
That guy yelled really loud.
Fuck my feet. Yeah. I'll do whatever it takes to get on Legends of the Hidden Table.
Bro, yeah, who didn't want to pull it? Or the little Aztec Pyramid show?
Yeah.
All those shows
Double
are
Dare.
dog. Double Dare?
You know, the one thing that made them so appealable was that they had a competing thing in like Disney, because Disney had the Disney Channel, but it's like they had, you know, Disneyland and Disney World. That's shit, everybody knows that. But remember when they had their whole their base in like Florida, and they had the green fountain at the end of every fucking show, and you're like, they would offer you could go there for a vacation. That shit was lit, bro.
Yeah.
You could be like a part of the kids version of TRL.
I always wanted to do the fucking God, what was it? The Toys R Us fucking sweepstakes shit.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? We get to just run
and
through
just
it,
take everything.
Whatever. Bro, I had that shit locked.
What were you hitting first? What were you hitting first?
Oh, I was like, you get bikes last, because that shit's so heavy.
You should get that first to go. No, okay. All right, give me your logic. Give me your logic. All right, what are we doing?
We'll all go
so
through
it's like
it.
you hit Legos first because it's boxes, right? You make those solid first few layers of foundation, right? And then you start getting the action figures later, just because
they go everywhere.
And it's also shaped weird, right? So you got to think about shape. And then you also like start hitting those electronics, also bigger boxes and stuff, right? And then by the time you finish with that, then you start hitting you hit the cards too, because that shit's fucking worth so much money right now. Just cards.
Okay, you weren't no. See, like right now, that would be the move to do first. If you're thinking now,
that's still a solid plan.
Now,
But he's talking about then.
Yeah, but he's not thinking cards. He's thinking, I'm thinking.
But you still would have got that, bro. Pokemon era, like you would have,
and then bicycle stuff.
No. Bro, it's like that.
I'm skipping that.
You wouldn't have it like me. If I would have had that shit, it would have been first. I'm taking all the Game Boy colors. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about. That's me right there. That's what I'm talking about.
All this shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's electronics.
Taking all the WWF toys, all the Stone Colds, all the
64.
I want the ring.
64.
I want all that shit. And then after that, I'm gonna probably go for the Pokemon cards, just because I was collecting those anyways. So I for sure would have taken all the trainer decks. Just fucking start taking all those.
Well, I think that sounds more than 5 minutes. I think this is one.
Those aisles are next to each other.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, they're next. You could just
I
easily
don't know.
go.
You guys seem like you guys are getting like. You think this is like Michael Jackson's Paradise House.
I would have either gone for the bikes or I would have gone for probably some dinosaur shit from Jurassic Park. That if I saw it, I was like, yo, remote control dinosaur or a bike, whatever. I'm taking one. What would you have gone, Xavier?
Electronics.
Easy.
Like I was that kid. It's CDs.
Xavier would have got the My First Janitor set.
Huh? The John Deere. I would have got the John Deere mower. The kid John Deere mower.
That was fucked up too. You know, I didn't. You know, everyone always talks about like.
Dude, is there a green card at Toys R Us?
I know that's what I was about to say. Did I get my first green
People
card?
talk about like gendered toys, and I was like, "What are you guys talking about?" And I look at some of the old shit they had, and I was like, "Bro, they were just straight up giving like." Girl fucking kids fucking like the fucking like a fake fucking vacuum fucking set, bro.
Yeah.
That shit made me laugh so hard.
Oh, there was the little baking thing.
My first muffler kit.
My first baking thing on bake-on and shit, and they'd always ruin it. And shit was horrible.
Well, that shit took forever, bro. I went there one time, and like
you went what? You went on a little date?
No, I went to my cousin's house, and she had it right, and it's like a birthday party. You know you're gonna be there for a while, bro, because Latino parents don't like to leave right away, bro. They be talking, you know what I mean?
They be talking, drinking all those fucking beers.
Yeah, they just be talking like forever. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be here on 5 hours straight, bro. It took like damn near 3 hours to get like fucking 2 bite-sized cupcakes, bro.
That's just weak.
Then at the end, I was like, what the fuck you mean I just get this little piece?
You're fucking.
We could just use the real of it.
I'm surprised they give 10-year-old shit that bakes.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get something that bakes right now.
Yeah, it's a light bulb.
Yeah, it's like a lizard.
They used to give.
Well, light bulbs get hot. Now a kid might burn itself. Like you gotta be real careful with kids.
Dude, that's why the parents there.
They used to give kids fucking lawn darts. Remember that shit?
Lawn darts?
You know what lawn darts are? Can you look up lawn darts?
Oh, like that drunk shit? You play at the bar?
I feel weird asking that. I'm sorry. That was such a ridiculous fucking request.
No, he does do that.
Can you look up lawn darts?
It makes us feel good because you think you're at Rogan's. Like I love how you thought this was Rogan's. You're like, hey, Jamie, Jamie, can you look this up?
I know where we are. Juan.
Canceled.
Lawn darts.
Hey, fucking turn the lights red. I told you we need more Rogan here, bro.
No, this was like, my dad would talk about this shit all the time. He'd always be like, lawn darts. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? They recalled these when they were fucking kids, because it was literally a fucking dart.
It's a dart.
For the lawn. And these kids would just throw these shit at each other.
At each other? At the fair with the balloons.
You throw this shit at each other?
Yeah, no, you play this at the fair with the balloons.
Yeah.
You know, you get the little fucking Scarface picture.
Yeah, but except you throw that at each other.
Yeah, but those are small actual darts. These are like lawn darts.
No. You know what thing was so dangerous, and I knew the first time they put it out?
Yeah.
Dangerous.
You know
the worst fucking thing. People be hitting their head, getting a cushion.
Throwing their fucking backs out because you're throwing your full body weight onto the ground.
You know what was more dangerous than that? When you had some uncle or your dad to try to make his version of it. You know what I mean? Just put the back out there.
I told you this fool was ghetto. You hear that? I told you, dog. This fool had no fucking accident.
Bro, they had someone showed they have a slip and slide beer pong.
Oh.
So you fucking slide all the way down and then you fucking.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, drunk. You know how easy you're gonna give out, and then you're probably a server that works at, BJ's. How you gonna go to work? Have to give up all your shifts.
Yeah. Did you ever work in a restaurant?
Yeah.
Dude, how fucking disgusting are restaurants?
The worst.
I look at all this V2 shit and I'm like, yo, none of you have ever worked in a restaurant.
No, dude. No,
there are people getting sexually harassed
every day
across the state.
The servers, the guys, the girls,
hostess, the cooks.
The cooks are telling the servers like, you like that? Meow, is it tender?
Bro.
And he's talking about something else, but he's talking. There's
that sounds
food
like
there.
what you would say if you were the cook, dog.
The fucking cook's fucking hitting on the hostess who's like
all
fucking
the time.
17 and a half, 18. Dude.
Calling her Chiquita.
Bro, the most disgusting environment I've ever worked in.
Worse, they don't even, you can't, in sexual harassment, and then you're not going to fire fucking Juanito who works for $10 an hour, and this fool works all day, every day. You're like,
I need to stop fucking with the hostess.
And what's the creepiest way? Like, you know how, bro, like, it's kind of look, like certain things. Like when I hear an older fool holler at a young chick and they call her Chiquita, I know it's talking to a girl. That's I even feel the cringe, bro. Like I'm like, imagine the girl. I was like, what's some of the shit that you've heard that you're like, hey, bro, did you really just say that?
This is disrespectful.
It's like,
does that even work? When does that work?
Yes, if girls turn around. It's just for her to turn around and you're like,
fool, that shit only works like for like, it's not, like your parents pay attention when you do that.
And then I don't know. He knows if you worked at a restaurant. The cooks are like looking at these girls' booty the whole time.
Yeah.
Like you're just looking at them, and these fools are like, "Yo, what's her name?" And then also, and then I'm also a creep too. I help out the cooks because the cooks hook me up. The cooks are my friend because I was server.
Yeah.
So the cooks are my friends.
I always give them beer.
I'll go out there and I'll tell one of the cooks, be like, "Yo,
you go back there,
go to the bathroom." I'll be like, "Go to the bathroom, but look at table 309." Fine ass bitch, homie. So he'll walk out there and be like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And he'll walk out there and be like, and he'll come back, pound it, and then I'll be like, yo, can you make that pizza large? On site, dog.
Mechanics, when I used to work in the car business, they used to do the same shit too. It used to be a down ass paisa. He'd be drinking on the job. I'd be pounding beers with this fool. He'll fucking have like, we were in Canoga Park, so they had like strippers that like would have their car service. This fool would open the bag. He's like, look, check out this thong. I'm like, what the fuck, just going through this shit in the back? I'm like, what the fuck? It's just like this. He's just going through. He's like, damn, this bitch is fine, but he's like, oh, está bien buena. But he's talking like, you know what I mean? Like you could tell that fool, you know, just pounding. But he knew how to fix cars though. That's why they never fired him.
But Frank, don't the servers kind of like it? The girls like it. In a weird kind of way. Maybe not all of them. I'm not gonna say all of them because some of them don't. But there's some that love that. Some that love.
Fucking ruin my career. Yeah, all the girls love.
Hey, don't let Xavier's toxicity fucking rain over you.
I feel like most restaurants are very incestuous in the sense that like after a while it's like you're around with all these people for so long, so close. Like a lot of the servers were like one of the restaurants I worked at. Everyone was just fucking each other, and they've been
like the bank.
like they just worked together for like 6 years, and they were at some point they'd all just fucked each other at some point. You know what I mean?
And these fools are friends. Like I'm calling them creeps, but they've been working with homegirl for fucking months,
but
and they talk to her and they drink with
situations
her.
where like people have been real queasy and then they fired the person.
Always,
Like,
there's always that extra, but there's always. I'm just saying anywhere you work. I mean, everyone's worked. I mean, we haven't worked in office, but I'm sure there's a lot of sexual tension. Yeah, that's just at a restaurant, a little extra, because it's a lot of like.
I remember there was a bartender. One of my favorite stories to tell. I remember I got hired, and I was just like the funniest guy at this fucking restaurant in Los Angeles.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, I can say that now without confidence. I was the funniest motherfucker.
I'm fucking with you, of course. Nah, of course. You won roast battle. You won roast battle, of course.
You call me.
He's like, I'm talking to you. No, I'm just
I wasn't cooking, but I was roasting.
Talking shit to servers from like 10 years ago.
Hey, he was in the kitchen. He was roasting something.
Yo trabajé con
I was a
Frank.
busboy. They never made me a server, these motherfuckers. So I was always a busboy.
Big money difference. Anybody out there bussing?
Big money difference.
Make the fucking move, and don't be scared to fucking move. Some people are like, nah, I'll stick bussing. It's worth the money. Do it.
So good, bro. And I remember they were like, they're like, they're like, I don't know if you can talk to people. I'm like, motherfucker, what are you talking about?
Am I retarded?
Yeah, I'm like, what are you?
Are you retarded, Frank?
I can't write shit down and press a button. I was like, bro, I'm making every motherfucker here laugh. Like, what are you fucking talking about? The point's not to make them laugh. I'm like, fuck you, you fucking idiots. And yeah, now they're all still serving. Anyways, I'm not bitter about it at all. Pieces of shit. Anyways, it would have made my life easier, you fucking losers. And now you guys are all just happily married with kids and, better off. Anyways, what was I saying before I fucking took shots at random people from my past?
How people at workplaces fuck.
Oh, okay. There was a guy at my work. He was a bartender, and he was just good looking. He was like a drummer. He was also like a server, like an actor and shit. And I would always joke around with him. I'd always walk in and be like, man, you fucking everybody here, aren't you, dog? Like, you just fucking everybody, huh? And he was like, shut up, man. Like, he'd be like, fucking, like, whatever. Like, stop, dog, whatever. Turns out, this dude was fucking everybody. This guy was fucking, like, 3 of the servers, like, 1 of the managers, 2 of the hostesses.
Usual.
Damn.
For real, fucking, like, multiple women at the same place in the same time. And he was fucking them all so good, they all kept a secret from each other.
Damn.
And it's like, bro, the anxiety that you gotta feel to be fucking, like, multiple women that work together. Like, they were, like a lot of these girls were, like, friends with each other. They'd, like, hang out and shit. I was like, damn, dude, that's fucking wild, man. It was a whole thing, bro. You know what's crazy about it, too? Fuck, dude. So, one of the girls that was a server there, she was dating an actor, and he was like a famous child actor, right?
What restaurant is this?
It's the Counter in Los Angeles, right?
Okay, I would figure this was like some LA shit.
She wasn't an actress or anything. She was just a chick that like fucking started dating like a very famous actor, and it was really dope. He had a lot of fame back in the day, and then like he was, he started like still in it, was getting roles and shit. All this comes out. It finds out that the guy was the bartender that was fucking one of the servers was her too, right? So he finds out they break up, right? The next year, that guy wins an Oscar.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she's still working at that restaurant?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that guy won an Oscar, and when they zoom in when he wins and shit, there's some chick sitting next to him and stuff, and I'm like, man, how crazy is that gotta be to see your ex win an Oscar, and then you know that could have been you.
Like the fool who made Adele cry?
She could have sucked that dick that night.
Or you don't think there's some of your exes that were there watching your roast battle at the Comedy Central being like, mother, man, I could have still been sucking that fucking dick. I could have been sucking Comedy Central dick money. Now he's got a girlfriend that's a fucking psychologist that's doing it. You don't think no one was sitting there?
Every ex has looked at me and been like, good for him, that fucking piece of shit. You know, like every ex
Frank,
like,
I don't think so.
I don't think any one of my exes is like, I still want to fuck Frank Castillo. You know what I mean?
Dude.
And I wouldn't fuck him either.
Well, he's sponsored by Puffco.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty fuckable.
I mean, now, yeah.
Xavier's like, he's like, you want a piece of me?
You want a piece of me?
It's so funny people talk about like that where it was just like, is it tough on the road and stuff? I'm like, no, it's the easiest shit in the world. Like, not a lot of people are trying to fuck me. No one's like actively like, yo, I want to fuck that guy.
You know what, Frank? It's because it's different, bro. Xavier, any situation, dick in hand. That's just Xavier.
There's been one time that sticks out in my head we were in New York with Pauly Shore, and I remember I got off stage and this girl, and I also talk about my wife a lot in my set. And most women are like respectful, you know what I mean? No chick's like, I want to fuck that up. They're like, oh, that's beautiful, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I've ran into one whore, and she was like...
I like how you straight called her that one whore.
I did. It was in New York. She was just like, she came up to me, and she was like, she goes, so that stuff, is she a fiance or a girlfriend? I was like, that's my fiance. And she goes, oh, okay.
How hot was she, if you don't mind me asking?
Not that hot.
No.
Oh, she was, I mean...
If you were single.
If I was single, absolutely.
Okay.
She was hot, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
okay, all right. No, but good move. Good move. You get good
Not
move.
hot enough to ruin everything.
Obviously, I would hope not.
Hey, Xavier finds it hard to believe that people are really happy.
Hey, no, I wouldn't. No, I've been faithful. I don't know
It's
why.
also
No,
like a
fuck
numbers
you.
thing, you know what I mean? I was just like,
You gotta look at it, yeah.
a lot.
I'm pretty sure if Beyonce was there, he'd be on it.
So anyway, so we were sitting there, and she's like, she goes, girlfriend, I can work with. Fiance, I don't want to ruin anything nice. I was like, Jesus
Throw
Christ.
bricks at a glass house.
Right? And then she goes,
That was a pro right there, bro.
bro, it was fucking wild, dude. She goes, she was just
You
like,
need those in your life before you get married, though.
I mean, maybe.
You need a whore that reminds you, like, do I want to get
Hey,
married?
brother-
Because sometimes you cheat and then you're like, damn, I shouldn't have
seen
done
those-
that. Like,
those-
I definitely need to get
I've seen enough
married.
people fuck up that I'm like,
Yeah, see?
I don't want to be one of those guys. Yeah.
You know how hard it is to put out that fire, bro, and the headaches that come with some shit like that, bro? Like, if you already been through it, and you know, I'm like, bro, it's... that shit is... It's some shit, bro.
Yeah, he cheats and regrets. You see him?
Bro, you seen the shit people go through, and you're just like, damn, dude, like, I don't want to fucking look like that.
How much weed you smoked that week?
What?
That you cheated and you couldn't live your life
That wasn't
through
the
it.
situation, but when I was going through it, like, Sammy saw me through... That week, saw me
my
do multiple
God.
drugs.
Coke,
like-
Molly.
I don't like Molly. It was just, it was a lot of lean, a lot of coke.
A lot of lean, Coke, Hennessy bottles.
Yeah. And we were
Hennessy
just
after Hennessy
nonstop in the
bottles.
studio. You know, after a week, it was...
Hey, we had bangers though, bro.
We made bang?
Yeah, but...
So that chick, she goes back to her seat, and the security guard comes up to me and he goes, yeah, man, that chick's trying to fuck tonight. And I go, what? And he goes, yeah. Before you came up, she was telling me about her life story about how she just wants to fuck someone tonight, and she needs to get it because she just broke up with her boyfriend. He's in prison. He's been there for like 6 years for some crazy shit. And I was like, what the fuck?
They just broke up and he's been there for 6 years.
Yeah.
Oh, she's retarded.
I like those stories.
Yeah, 100%, right?
Yeah,
So I was
you're
just like,
done.
okay,
Sounds like
right?
shit to me, always.
So it's the end of the show. I'm like selling T-shirts for fucking Pauly Shore, and the chick comes up and she goes, "It was so nice to meet you," and like shakes my hand, and I was like, "All right, thank you." And then she goes back to the group of people she's with, and she goes up to one of the guys, kisses him, and they start holding hands, and they walk away together. She
Like a
was on a
couple.
date with the guy.
Oh.
Wow. Damn.
And she was trying to just fuck anybody.
And
yeah.
just leave him? Why couldn't she fuck him?
I think she was gonna fuck him too. Like she was like, I'm trying to fuck this guy. I'm trying to fuck
Like, so she was trying to fuck you in the green room. Type of
I
shit?
don't know, man. I think she was trying to fuck
Mariposa
a lot
style,
of
bro.
people.
No,
man.
I know what you mean, but
She's a fucking info dog.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, sex
bro,
addict. The sex addict.
Hey,
yeah.
sometimes you run into people with different shit, bro, and it's
I
like
mean,
that's one of
bro.
those.
I mean, she hadn't had dick for 6 years.
I don't know. A girl like that, she probably was having dick. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you don't
Like,
think she's saying faithful?
Yeah, come
No,
on.
I
dog.
mean, she.
You know what the rule is?
What's the
Like when you're in jail, you're supposed to tell your bitch not to
pull out the
shave.
rule book. Xavier.
not to shave?
Yeah.
Wait, pull out the rule
Yeah,
book.
Yeah, George told me this shit.
Apparently-
George told me this shit. Yeah.
So, she telling her not to shave? Why?
Choloism.
If you let's say your girl goes, like you go to jail, right, and you want your girl to stay faithful, she can't shave her bush because like guys wouldn't want to fuck that anymore. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
Some guys.
When did
like
when
if
did
it,
this
like,
start happening?
Yeah,
like-
some
like-
fools still
when
find
did,
that
when did
appealable.
men not want to start fucking bush?
Some
people
don't,
like
but that's
Exes age,
fucking
that's
wrong.
why.
And I'm talking about like
Little
all of
bougie
it.
example.
Yeah, no.
yeah,
I'm all about not cutting down the rainforest. I like that shit fucking heavy.
He was like,
Yeah, you're a Wookiee. You're a Wookiee. Nah,
Yeah, man.
Adds on to the beard.
You're a
He's like, check
Wookiee.
me out.
Yeah, you're a Wookiee.
I
Nah.
wanted to feel
Takes a
like
selfie?
I wanted to feel like I'm trying to stop Chewbacca from choking. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to like take something out of his throat.
See, nah.
That is some shit to imagine you taking a selfie. You're like, check out my beard.
You like it shaved?
Huh? Yeah, I
Right?
prefer it.
Yeah, right. Wax is so much better.
I definitely prefer.
That shit's
I'm not
fire.
even talking about my wife's vagina on this
Okay, yeah.
podcast. I'm clearly riffing and joking, but yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that shit is
When I
we
was
don't.
a single man, it was you kind of just. I've always thought that was fun. When I was single, it was just kind of like whatever you run into. You know what I mean?
It's a different story.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to everybody who has gotten their super chat in. We're going to go ahead and answer this after the break, but I want to tell everybody to hit that thumbs up. Shout out to all the Rockfin viewers and all the YouTube viewers. Everybody, we appreciate all the Rockfin people. Let me go ahead and take this break to tell you about our sponsors. They made this show possible. First off, make sure you guys check out Rosemary Fountain. Rosemary Fountain is a small craft kombucha company that makes... Every week they make new batches and they ship them out all over the nation. They have immunity shots for all the people that are out there. They don't want to, they're already taking vitamins. You want to boost your immunity. Go ahead and give them a try. Make sure you guys follow them on Instagram. They sponsor the show. I drink it all the time. I didn't drink kombucha before, but it started, making me take healthier shits, That's where it starts, a healthy gut. So make sure you guys check them out at Rosemary Fountain. We drink them here all the time. You can either drink yogurt, drink kombucha. You gotta have some kind of probiotic. I want to also tell you about BudVac. That at budvac.com. Glass vacuum storage systems. Some of the best right here to keep your fucking bud fucking pristine. You want to preserve all the terpenes. You want to preserve the smell. You don't want the shit to turn brown. Every single jar comes with a hand pump, so you could go ahead and take all the oxygen out and keep it tight in there. My friend Steph Tone from the Deftones fucking rocks with them. He uses this for all fucking dope-ass Martinez weed he has. I use it. I keep my mushrooms in there because the motherfuckers are dry already. We just got some new shipment in there, so I need to transfer these into the big one. But yeah, make sure you guys check them out. And a little gift to all our listeners, make sure you guys use the code WDSTS. Once again, that is WDSTS. It'll save you some fucking money on the way out there. A lot of you guys have been using it, and we appreciate that because that helps us stay in the game making this content for you guys. And also, make sure you guys check out Zishy at Zishy.com. Listen, every now and then you got to jack off. I know. Every now and then, you might be tempted to go ahead and go on OnlyFans. But the thing about OnlyFans is that it gives you only subscription to one girl or one channel. Zishy gives you access to galleries of updated weekly models, aspiring girl next door, nude, sexy, all out type of pictures out there worldwide by professional photographers, all for $10.99. All you gotta do is get away from the pussy that looks like it smells fishy and join Zishy.com.
She's fire.
All these girls got galleries on. These are just a little glance on their Instagram. Every single one of those girls have galleries in there, and they are updated day to day. So
I check all these out, especially when he posts. I'm like, wait, her?
Xavier gets the fucking morning.
I get the Morningstar like that.
Gets the Morningstar like that. I see those posts. I was like, Xavier for sure logged into Will's account. So make sure you guys check them out. They've been rocking with us since day one.
Day one sponsors, hook them up. Please check it out.
I know a lot of fools fucking do it, but they're just not gonna rep you like, yo, about to jack off to Zishy.
Yeah, it's one of those
Thank
things.
you, we don't smoke the same.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like if we were sponsored by the Fleshlight, nobody would be like, yo, thank you for that fucking code,
Salute for
bro.
this code.
Shout out for the code, dog.
Yeah, and,
Have you seen the Fleshlights in Japan?
No.
I have not. Well,
What are we talking about?
Bro, it is like if Apple made a Fleshlight.
They move and shit.
No, they're just like...
They're recyclable? Because that's my problem. I don't want to clean
They
it.
have a recyclable one, but then they also have the single-use ones, but they're just so... They're like...
So you've used it?
Oh, yeah. It was great. Yeah, it was great. I bought it as a joke for a friend, and then, I just never gave it to him, and after,
Joke's on me?
Yeah, my wife was like, I'm going to be gone for the weekend, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll use this. And then, bro, it was insane. I was, fucking it against the wall, dude. It was crazy.
Never...
I had, candles lit. I had, music playing. Dude, it was wild, dog.
Yo, there you go.
You want to Google Tengu Cup?
Tengu Cup?
You can
I will actually.
Yeah. No. The video for it is fucking hysterical because it's like. You ever watch
never going back to a hand.
No, you ever watch How It's Made?
How It's Made?
I've seen that.
It's like that, but with the Tengu
How do you
Cup,
spell
where it's
that?
like the music and shit. It's hysterical. But dude,
Tengu Cup.
in Tengu, I think. You might just be have to put Japan self-masturbatory thing. In Japan, because everyone's so sexually deprived because everyone works so much.
Yeah.
They have everyone just masturbates. Their porn stores are 8-10 stories high. They have these. So Tengu is such a crazy company. They have single-use disposable eggs that it's putty that you just wrap around your dick that you could put lube on, and it's just amazing. It's single-use. You come in it, you throw it away. It's great.
What the fuck? Why do we not have this
here? You know how in CVS?
Why do you
know at CVS
Why
they
not?
have
How do you
those
know?
I just wanted to
Insta-buys?
try it.
They have those Insta-buys at the register. They're sold out every time because they have them there empty.
They're like
They're like
Every
Pokemon
time.
cards.
Yeah. So in the rice fields, And the people that work, since it's so far out, they have like fucking shacks of just vending machines of these masturbatory things and like other shit. So like if you're like a worker who took a lunch, you could just buy one and then take it into the restroom. So my friend said he was driving through like the
So you can do it in the restroom. That's not crazy. Like, you know, here you'd get caught on some case.
So they like, he was saying he was driving through and he passed by one of these and he said the trash can was full of them.
Cum. Full of cum, technically.
Yeah. Do you want to check it out?
So there you go. You heard it here. Hold on. If you want to try that experience with the Zishy Gallery with the Asian girl, look that up. And last but not least, I want to tell you about our last sponsor, Magic Genetics. All the growers out there watching them, they were on the show 2 weeks ago. Make sure you guys check them out. They gave us a whole seed pack. I got it growing in my personal farm. You know, I got 2 different rooms with different stuff, and we pop these seeds, and hopefully we get some dope ass phenos there. And I'll let you know. We'll be smoking it here on the We Don't Smoke the Same show, courtesy of Magic Genetics. You get a free gift with every purchase. Thank you to all our sponsors. Yo, Ray, while you look that up, can we get into the butt vac video, the one with the girl that Xavier shot, real quick? That's like 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, not a problem.
Let's go ahead and run into that real quick.
You trying to smoke? Start open that jar.
Can't.
See this right here?
Yeah.
There's a new company called Butt Vac. Vacuum sealed all your weed.
It's so
You
easy.
will not be able to open it. Now
Yeah,
press that
clearly.
little knob.
I know I'm stronger than you too, so. That's so cool.
Now reuse that.
Oh, you use that little pump?
What's up? I know you guys are watching this during the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast break, but I want to go ahead and tell you guys about our friends at Rosemary Fountain Kombucha. Rosemary Fountain Kombucha is a small organic kombucha company that locally sources all their ingredients and has delicious flavors like my 2 favorites, summer citrus and hibiscus lime. They say a healthy life, and by they I mean doctors say, starts with a healthy gut. Kombucha provides a very good amount of probiotics. You know, go ahead and clean that gut up in there. They also have a variety of different flavors. These are just my 2 favorites, but I know they got a rose rosé. They got a mint hibiscus. They got a lemonade flavor one. One of my favorites is summer citrus. I also prefer the hibiscus lime. You know, Jamaica, los tacos. I mean, think about it though. How much grease is in those fucking tacos? You think that shit don't stay in there? I mean, imagine the fucking wax on the side of a bong. Just that resin, if you don't clean it, it accumulates. Now imagine what you got going on inside. If you could go ahead and have this 5 times a week and make that effort like I'm doing, believe me, it works out a lot better. I wasn't drinking this before, and it works out a lot better when I'm going ahead and doing it and I got mean old cotton mouth. Go ahead and head over to rosemaryfountain.com. Hold on, I'm getting thirsty. This shit tastes like tamarindo soda, bro. Like, it tastes like the Jarritos Tamarindo, but like a little soda. Like, if I gotta be honest with you, but yeah, once again, it's rosemaryfountain.com. Make sure you guys also like and follow them on Instagram. That's at _rosemary_fountain. Make sure you let them know that We Don't Smoke the Same send you. So the first 10 people that go from the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast and go to their Instagram, comment on their last 3 posts. Make sure you screenshot that you started following them and you share their kombucha. I'm going to go ahead and hook up those people with 10 fucking envelopes in the mail with some swag in there. How about that? You know what I mean? I did that for the reviews for you guys before, so I'm going to do it this time for the people to go ahead and show Rosemary Fountain some love. So the first 10 people to go ahead, like their last 3 posts. The first 10 people to go ahead and send me a screenshot of them following them and sharing their story, telling other people to go follow them. That's the first 10 only. Get nice little envelopes in the mail with some swag, some surprises, and you know I always hook you guys up. So once again, that's at rosemaryfountain.com. Make sure you guys clean that nasty ass gut and enjoy the show.
While we're on break, I figured we don't smoke the same podcast viewers that I tell you about how I keep my weed fresh. Yeah, I know you guys are wondering. You guys will probably have some methods like putting the orange peel in there, putting the tortilla in there. I don't know. I've heard quite a bit of different stories. When you got stuff like this and you got purple stuff like this, it costs a pretty penny. How do you keep that shit fresh? You want me to tell you how I keep that shit fresh? I keep that shit fresh with Bud Vac jars right here. Bud Vac jars is one of the first and only jars out there. I'm sorry, vacuum seal jars that allow you to keep your bud the same way you put it in. You know how that motherfucker.
We are back here on the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast with our special guest Frank Castillo, and we have we're always random here, so you're like a perfect puzzle piece. You're brought to the atmosphere, and it's like I said.
You mean a gross fuck?
Oh, that's what you think of us? Gross fucks?
Damn.
No, I'm a gross fuck.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
It's like we go all around, and we definitely we're raw about some shit, and it's like this is how I know that you're like all the weed shit, you're just as down as us. You know what I mean? You really smoke. There's people that smoke because they get paid for the influencer shit. Nah, bro, you're on that weed.
I've always been like this, yeah.
Yeah, and I've known that for a minute, too, because I'm like, every time I'm like, man, there's only 2 fools here that I know that will just light up because they want to get high the same time that we do. It's not just like, hey, I just finished my show. This is just what I do. So it's dope to have you on here, and you brought out some shit that it's been all over the wall. And the last thing that we talked about was that automatic fleshlight. What did you call it, bro?
It's a Tengu cup. It's a company that makes, it's like the Japanese version of a fleshlight. They're like the Apple of it in Japan. They're fucking amazing. They do like single-use items, and they do like reusable ones, but they literally innovate the new versions like every year, so it's fucking ridiculous.
So
they release videos like it's a new fucking, like they're like, we're dropping the new fucking Yeezys.
So this is it right here?
This is it.
So you just put your dick in that?
Yeah.
Dude, that's kind of fancy to put your dick in.
Look on the YouTube and see if they have a video of it.
I can imagine. I feel like that shit moves like those worms you find in the forest.
TNGA.
Would I get flagged?
Oh,
no,
I don't think they use a real dick.
Just don't put the noise.
No, it's not like a real dick. They use like it's like a crystalline wand.
Yeah, I mean, how are we gonna get flagged if it's on YouTube and we're on YouTube?
And they also say insert and shit, so it's very much like it's like they make sure to use all the correct language.
Can you imagine the fool that does like you know how I do High and Hungry? The fool that does the reviews on this type of shit. All right, I'll fucking insert
high
this.
And fucking. You know what I mean?
How would you say it, E-Zone?
I don't know because I've never thought about fucking reviewing things like this, but I'd be like, all right, man, we're about to get this going on.
Shit, I just did it. I just reviewed it.
On your mom's house, I mean, if you ever see your mom's house, you know how like girls review like dildos and shit, obviously on Pornhub. Well, on some weird fucking shit, there's guys that like, do like review fucking shit like this on the live and shit, and people obviously watch that shit too.
Yeah, you know how there's fools
that shit looks like lotion, dude.
On live?
That shit looks like lotion bottles.
Yeah, that shit looks like an aftershave kit.
Yeah, it looks like lotion.
It looks like a deodorant from Avon with a summer aftershave.
This is the 2018 line, and yeah, I used the one on the left. That's the one I used.
Look at that.
Deep throat
cup. You use a deep throat cup. All right. You got the wave zone.
Hey, look at that wave zone.
The air hole. You need an air hole. Definitely need an air hole.
The wave valve. Yeah.
I can endorse this. My name is E-Zone, and I love the wave zone.
That's the SOP tube cup. Ooh, you could squeeze it.
That way you could squeeze it. And
SOP tube. A brushing zone. There's a brushing zone. A round head. You always need a round head.
Rolling head cup's nice because then you can just stick your dick in it and then just roll the top.
Oh.
See? That feels... come on, dog. Literally.
How much are you paying for this again?
Oh, this was $8.
Double hole cup? Dude, you're fucking... So wait, a two-sided one? So it's like you can use it twice, then you throw it away?
Yep.
Oh, that's...
And one's tighter than the other.
Hey, do they have like...
Are they sisters?
Yeah. But they have extra small for Xavier?
Damn.
Hey, all the Asian ones are extra small. All the Asian ones are extra small, dude.
Hey, man, it's really... Hey, calm down, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
Look. Hey, Xavier would take a Blue Chew and fucking give this shit a try.
Okay, what's that for? The ice?
That's supposed to be your dick.
What is that?
That's
the shaft, bro.
That looks weird.
I mean,
it's got a seal. It's got a seal, so you know no one's used it.
Bro. Like, how do you go back? Like, you can't do that too much.
I like the seal.
Oh, bro, look at the inside.
You really can't do that too
Yeah,
much.
you can't do that too much because then, like, you get, bro, think about it, like,
And that's why Japan's in the situation that it's in.
think about it, you have, like, that, and then, like, you're, like, you know,
And
like,
that, by the way, that's not a racist thing. That is like a legit thing that's happening is because they're so overworked and they don't know how to like talk to each other. They all flirt with an app. Like when I was there, my boy was at a bar and this Japanese girl like was giving him eyes, and he was like, hey, walked up to her, and she was just like, no, and she pointed at her phone, and he was like, what the fuck? I've never had someone do it. He was like, I don't understand, and then someone had explained it to him, and he was like, everyone does everything over there.
It's like that movie.
That's how I talk to all my employees, because I have a whole bunch of like Cambodians and like I would say Filipino workers and stuff like that. They know no English, but they know text messages because I think they use like a Talks Tech.
Yeah. So like their app is like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Instagram. It's all of it together, and even a Venmo. It's the craziest thing.
Damn.
But yes, and because they're all so overworked, that's why the porn industry is fucking skyrocketing because they like, you know what I mean? It's like easier to do that, and then like, because then you just got to go right back to work. Yeah, it's insane. It's a whole culture of work. It's wild.
No.
I went to Japan.
When'd you
once.
go? I was about to ask you when'd you go?
I went to Tokyo for 2 weeks.
You love it? Like, would you move there?
Would I move there? Absolutely. It's a beautiful place. It's such a fun place to do stand-up. The culture's amazing. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. Also, I'm a big sushi guy, so fucking it was just real cool.
Is it a real big difference? Like, I love sushi, but I wouldn't call myself a sushi guy. I'm pretty sure like you're on a whole different level. But is it whole taste different where it's like, wow?
7-Eleven sushi is better than Los Angeles sushi.
Like Nobu.
100%.
Come on.
Swear to God.
7-Eleven.
Swear to God. Their 7-Elevens are totally different. I remember.
I'm not picturing 7-Eleven. I'm just picturing the cheapest sushi you get is better than the Nobu. The street tacos. Basically the street tacos.
Dude, regardless, it's still great just because of how close everything is. Even their like sushi like buffets or their like, you know, their cheaper sushi is like better than ours. Even I went and did their high end sushi, bro. I probably spent like $600 that whole trip on sushi.
Did you?
It was amazing.
You seen that sushi documentary on Netflix?
Absolutely.
Which one?
He would know the name of
Hero
it.
Dreams of Sushi?
Yeah. You didn't see this one? Gotta watch it. It's this guy that loves sushi to like a whole different level. He makes this guy like this guy wants to work for him, right? And you can't work with him unless you know how to make rice. He makes this motherfucker make rice for 2 years straight or longer than that.
Okay, yeah, I have
longer than that.
Dude,
where it's like,
great,
and
man.
he wants you to perfect this thing.
Yep.
And even when you perfect it, he just wants you to know that you got this on point. Like, you can't fuck it up.
It's that exclusive ass restaurant
Dude,
where like if you want to
yeah.
eat by this food, it's like, man, you might consider eating your shit.
So what are we talking level to that? Like, obviously that's like...
Yeah, over there it's totally different in the sense that just culturally it's like, you know, it's an experience. So you go there and it's like, you know, you go there and it's like he's giving you the experience. So you walk up and I was just like, I also made sure to like watch videos because I was like, I don't want to fucking disrespect anybody. So
you gotta use chopsticks. I'm that fool that goes to sushi place and you use ask the fork. I ask for the fork.
Use chopsticks. Even especially with them.
Shut up, Izone.
Over here, we put too much soy sauce, and it's like the sauce is never supposed to touch the rice. It's only supposed to touch the fish. So when you eat it, you're supposed to get the sushi and then flip it upside down. Soy sauce.
Damn,
but
that's
even then,
so much control of the fucking
even then
sticks.
they put the soy sauce on for you sometimes. So like I remember I was there with another American and the guy was like, "Can I get some more like sauce or some more?" And the guy goes, "It's got plenty enough on it." And I was just like, "Damn."
We don't, and you don't say that here.
No.
You can ask them, "Can I get this or not this?" Like.
No, you just get it as
That's
they
at
cook
some
it.
places though. Like Mexicans,
like
you can't go to you can't go ask ceviche no tomates.
Hey, for sure, I gotta do a fucking sushi
And I
episode
respect
with
that
this
too,
fool.
dude. I respect the fuck out of that. I respect a chef who's just like,
No,
fuck you.
That's the way I make it.
You're getting it the way, yeah. And I was like, yeah, man, I paid for the experience. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean that's really, dude. When you're going to somebody like a chef, that's really a big insult, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I
dog.
mean? When you ask them to change this shit up, especially if you're going to something that's crafted like that. I mean, I have a food show called High and Hungry. I was like, for sure, when I find a sushi spot that's like banging, I gotta have you, bro. You sound like the sushi expert. Like if I was Pawn
I
Stars,
fucking
I'd
love
be like,
it,
hold on,
dog.
let me call the sushi guy. I know he sounds like he eats sushi a lot.
Right.
Yo, we got a lot of fucking super chats, which you know, all the questions you guys asked and you guys donated on the show. So let's go ahead and get into those. If you want to get them in, make sure you get them in right now so we can read them off. And salute to everybody who once again has hit that thumbs up, and all the people that are joining us on Rockfin. I know we're you know, if you're gonna be watching the episode on Rockfin, or if you haven't joined it, Make an account on there. We're gonna be giving away a Nintendo Switch. When we meet a certain go on there, there's a raffle is gonna be going on.
So we're trying to figure out the logistics, so just give us a second. But there's gonna be a Switch. You might have to donate. Tip $5 or something, but just give us a second. We'll figure it out. But it's a Nintendo Switch.
It's gonna be worth it though.
There's gonna be other gifts that day. Signed shit, T-shirts. It's gonna be a super mystery box day.
And don't
just let us
trip.
figure it out.
YouTube. There's gonna be there's gonna be a giveaway for YouTube too. And the Switch is brought to you by Ayo Toppy. He fucking got it, and he was like, "Yo, give this away." So thank you, Sam.
You guys deserve it
thank
out there. You guys,
making it happen for the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Also, salute to Roach Vape, Roach the Vape Company. I went there to this speakeasy they have at Wonder Bread. They like celebrate certain people in the cannabis industry, and I was in there kicking it for a little bit. They had this little nice get up in there, so like get familiar with the name. I'm gonna be doing something very soon with them, so make sure you guys check them out. Now let's go ahead and get into these super chats. What do you got for us, Ray?
All right. Pimp Jim sent us $4
Salute.
and 99 cents.
Kim Jim. Appreciate
Thank you.
Thank
Bill
you.
Daltrey, $4.99. Quadruple flip for XG, the Scante Warrior.
Damn. You can handle that right now, fool.
Ah,
You better tell that
I'm
go to fucking
down.
Uber here,
I'm
dog.
down, but that fool's been getting at me.
Hey, bro. He
Yo,
wants
dog,
you to
he's
catch
cool.
up.
He's cool. I'm down. I'll take it. Shout out to him. Thank you. How much you pay?
It doesn't matter, bro.
$4.99.
$4.99.
That's worth it, bro.
All right,
Give him,
all right.
Give him what it is, bro. Load that shit up with Cali Blaze.
All right, give me some Cali Blaze. Let's go.
Pack it up in there. It's
You better be
charged.
smoking whatever you're smoking on. Smoke it up, fucking Bill what is it, Bill Daltrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, this fool goes on me on hard on Instagram too. I misspell something, comes at me.
You know what, bro? It's
He's
'cause
cool. He's a fan though.
These fools
It's
will
cool.
te-
I love it.
I'll tell you, these fools will test your might, bro. That like some of them.
Oh yeah, he's
they-
always pushing my limits.
They would do that, and I've been here since the Green Thumb show, and like that's a whole different wave of smoking there. And then the dabs they ask you to do there, then I got to do this shit. And then today I just amped it up by taking the mushrooms too.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, they'll test you, bro. Just you got to go through with it, bro. We trained for this shit. Yeah, no, and shout out to what is it, Jingle Gime or Jingle Gime from Snapchat who sent me that jar of those wonderful fucking.
They look
Ongos.
dangerous,
Those
dog.
are yeah.
They look scary. Like good scary, you know what I mean?
I only
look
like
cute as
going
fuck.
to the medium, bro.
Cute as
where-
fuck. That's a good word right there. Cute as fuck.
I like the middle of this shit, bro. I don't like to forget to walk completely.
Yeah. Man, Frank, what are you smoking on over there? You dying?
Get that Cali
You
Blaze.
probably- you put some Cali Blaze in there?
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fire. Bomb.
Load it up, fool. What's the next
I don't
one?
know how to load
All
this shit
fine.
up.
Damn.
Oh, here I got you.
Let it. Yeah.
All right.
Let's
T
hop in.
Perez, $2. Where's Skinny Pablo? Who cut him? He's somewhere. We didn't cut him. He
I don't know. DM
resigned.
that fool. Like, what the fuck?
Might
not
be
my
back,
ex.
he might be back at Guam. You don't
Yeah.
know. Check him out. Hit him up on his website. What's his website? Razdu.com.
Yeah.
He just dropped some new merch, so hit him up.
Yeah, go hit him up.
Yeah, he's doing
Tell
it.
him you're missing an item, and then he'll respond and be like, "I just wanted to know what happened here."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's dope. I'm
That's
pretty
how
sure,
you'll get his
yeah,
info.
I'm pretty sure he's DJing in the morning still. He's got
Yeah.
a morning session on Twitch.
I really don't know much, and it's like, man, I got too much going on to really keep up with everybody. And like at the end of the day, man, it's like, look, man, everybody that was on Sesame Street had their own thing going on. Fucking keep up with everybody. Eh? Next question.
Matt Bongard, $5. Yo, Ezone, would you ever consider having Stilo Brim from Ridiculousness on the podcast?
Of course.
Hell yeah! You know how angry Cairo will get?
Wait up, no. We need to know West Coast.
I
had her on
would-
the
if
Smack
I
You
had-
wouldn't
Box.
have, wait up. You wouldn't have Chanel West Coast on here?
We've had her on here before, but
No, on
we
this-
haven't had
on our
well, not
show,
on ours,
on
not
this
ours,
show.
But, yeah, but we haven't never had Stilo
I'd
Brim
love to have her
up
on.
in the B-Roll TV.
You find her hot, right?
Yeah, she's on.
All right. Just make sure. Just making sure.
You know
Why you
what it
wanna
is?
make
'Cause
sure,
that's
dude?
what that's where
I just want to know.
I used to work for Young and the Reckless, dog. So it's like I'm like you met that person, you've been around him for a minute. But yeah, I can see that Xavier's little, Women Crush Wednesday. Next question.
JG, $4.99. The Aztecs used to make pozole out of humans, bro. Think about it. Really
Yeah,
think
dog.
about it. It was probably fire, bro.
That's some cartel shit, eh?
Yeah, dog. Flesh of the gods, dog.
Yeah, damn, man, like eating another human, dog. That's some shit, bro.
That's that carne, dog.
Saul Huerta, $4.99. What's up, homies? Y'all buying the Bitcoin dip or what?
Bitcoin or Dogecoin?
He said Bitcoin.
There's a lot of dips. Ethereum's got a dip. Bitcoin's got a dip. Elon Musk fucked up Doge. or dodge,
started
dodge,
going
whatever.
back up
I'm
again, bro.
I'm done. Barely. It's not gonna get hit 70. I'm well, there's 4. That's it.
He said just 4.
He said 4, dog.
There's one more here.
Well, I'm done. That's just hardcore. So fucking stoned.
Don't be lying.
I
but-
swallow cum, $2.
Damn,
Would
what
you
a name.
smash your homie ex if she was down to fuck and you had a snow, whatever?
Say that again?
Yeah, if my homegirl.
Would you smash your homie's ex if she was down to fuck and you had? Oh, okay. Yeah, blow.
I swallow.
This is
cum.
my rule.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
I love a good name.
there's this one called the Fallopian tube. What is it?
Fallopian sock tube.
Tube sock.
Fallopian tube is fucking the best, dog. But I have one rule. I mean, this is my rule. As long as you're not the first one after me and my ex break up, it's all game.
That's fucking hysterical.
That's just my rule. As long as you're not first, as long as
Yeah,
someone
you
else,
have to-
because as long as someone else hit it, technically that's not your pussy. And I just don't want you to be the first one because that
But you
kind of
don't
makes it
want
seem like you
one
were
of your
setting it
homies
up.
to be the one to be the next one
Yeah,
up.
like let's say, no offense, Zone, like let's say I would just do it out of respect, and I'd probably ask you, but like let's say you and your girl broke up and then your girl went and dated like 2 other guys and I was to hit it and you got mad at me, I'd be like, but it's not yours, dog.
Yeah. It's those other 2 guys.
Let them be mad at me. Like it's kind of their problem now. So once it wasn't me,
Yeah, once you,
so
okay,
like
yeah.
once there's a level after me, by all means go ahead.
Yeah, no, once
Just don't be first. Like I don't want to know like me and my girl
If the
broke up
person's
and then
moved
Ezone
up-
was the first one. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, bro, nah, that's not cool.
if the person's moved on already and this is
Yeah.
like they got out of another relationship that's way past you, all right, yeah, I get it at that point. But
Definitely.
at the same time, too, man, it's like, man, are you?
It sucks.
If somebody's gonna be fucking just pursuing, I'm just like, man,
It sucks.
You know what I mean?
And you shouldn't be mad at your homie because at the end of the day, anyone else can hit it.
But if it's in that scenario, it's like
At
you
least
can't. But then at
it
the
should
same
make
time,
you
you gotta
guys-
be
it
sure
should
that
make you
your
guys
homies
better
ain't that
homies.
tight.
At the end of the day, dog, that's God's pussy.
Exactly. It's God's pussy. It ain't your pussy. It ain't your pussy.
That ain't your pussy.
It ain't your pussy, dog.
That's God pussy.
It ain't your pussy.
Straight up.
I will smoke all these joints.
Oh,
Go, that's
we-
what
Go
we have
ahead.
there
That's
for.
what they're there for.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't smoke the same,
And we
dog.
fucking had that shit full, bro. That's the beauty of
yeah,
it, bro.
give him a fucking a dab.
Yeah, fucking.
Give him one of these.
What? Oh, contractually, I'm not allowed to.
Why?
There you go.
No, I'm
You
just.
just go like this.
You gotta wipe it down for it, man.
Yeah, wipe it down for him. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm good with it.
There you go. He has a puff away.
You trying to give it a loose sponsorship, stock? It's Pepsi,
Oh
Coca-Cola,
shit!
baby.
You're over here like, oh shit! I figured.
See, I recognized it. I was like, bro, I get it.
Yeah, we even cleaned it for you. We're like, we gotta get him to hit it. He might lose his sponsorship. He's all scared.
Puffco.
Are you like?
Thank you.
What's the next question?
Damn.
Direct Loco, $5. What up, Ezone? Yo, man.
Oh,
When
so
will you start doing comedy in SoCal, bro? I'm positive that you're gonna do great. You're a funny motherfucker. man.
so far right now, it's on June 4th at the Green Room in North Hollywood or in the Valley. So that's confirmed. And then 7/10 in Denver at the Detroit Coney, Island out there. So make sure you guys check that out. And then anything else, I post up about it. So follow me at eZone the Firm. Thank you to you guys. Those are live shows, by the way. You know, I know that everybody thinks it's like online and shit. All right, next one.
California's Magic Farms, $24.99. Much love, guys. Smoke up. Happy Thursday. Cheers.
Thank
Damn.
you.
Salute. That's California Magic Farm?
Yep, of course.
That's the homie who fucking blesses with the shrooms, dog. I was like, I'm gonna give you some to take home, Frank. You let me know they're very. I've gotten so comfortable with them, bro, that like I look at it now that like I can see how some of my friends are like, hey, dude, you just ate 3 of them. Like you still have work to do, and I'm just like, no, it's cool. Like today I pushed the limits.
Yeah, dog. Yeah. Today I'm fucking working on the edge, baby.
Yeah, like today I had a very important meeting, and he was like, hey, man, there's going to be a lot of important people. My friend's like, please, dude, don't get mushed out. And the moment I went there, everything started peaking, and he was like, I'm actually proud of the way you handle yourself. So that seems to amaze me with these mushrooms.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't need to trip to feel the benefit and the effects when it comes to just the day to day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like depression, anxiety, it just puts you in a better mood. You know, I started getting my cousin into it, and he did a lot of crazy shit when he was younger. A lot of violent tendencies. He straight up was just like this
skill
shit
pet?
changed my life. Nah, he did a lot of just hook
Yeah.
shit, and I get it. But he was just like, this shit changed my life. He was like, I fucking did yard work. He was like, I talked to my fucking kids. He was like, we just had a dope conversation. He was like, we fucking did work together. He was like, I felt like a fucking person. It was great.
Yeah, I couldn't help but to smile like today when that shit hit. And every time it's a little bit different. I take them on a daily basis. Like when I work out in the morning and I do my cardio, I always take the microdose. But like every now and then, I'll just be like, fuck it, let me eat 1 or 2 with the cap and the stem. It's sometimes, it's like a magic 8 ball, bro. But it's like always going to be a different. It's gonna be a positive outcome. It's just gonna be different every time.
It's important because it really helps with like working through shit, man. Because like, man, Mexicans do not believe in mental health, and I think with mushrooms, it's really fucking helped me. Yeah. And it's helped me like figure shit out too, and like, do that healing.
You said your mom, you got your mom into it?
Yeah.
Damn, that's lit, fool.
Yeah.
I was like, it took me a while to convince my mom to even try weed, but I was like, this was a mushrooms, dog?
Yeah. All my siblings are like grown and shit, so it was just kind of like, and she's getting older, and she's like, doesn't have like a job or anything. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, man, what's up, dog? So let's get you fucking,
What's one day?
Have fun. Right. Yeah.
That's the best way you can put it to him. Be like, es un día nomás. No vas a manejar. Te quedas aquí estoy yo.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, bro, you can be convincing as fuck whenever you want to get your parents to do something that they don't want to. For all the shit they made you do when you were younger. Remember that peak medicine? Fuck you.
A lot of it is like, I know I have ADHD and I know I have like anxiety and shit. And I see my mom and I'm like, oh, you have something. You just don't know what it is. And you don't want to like, there's this fear, and especially in like, I think in Mexican culture of like mental health and like all that being like a weakness.
Yeah.
So like I see that in her, I'm like, nah, man, like there's like help for that. You know what I mean? Like you could take some and then just not be tripping all the time.
Do you see? I've noticed this in some of my family where like after they get tired of trying it their way so many times and it falls apart, and they fucking start seeing like the older you get, they start loosening up. So they're like start opening up to other options. They're like, yo, all right, how do you deal with this? Or how do I try this? And you're able to change the way that they deal with things, bro.
Absolutely. I mean, it's funny when they like, I have grandparents, step grandparents especially, that are like, you got to watch out for those, mushrooms and like weed stuff. I'm just like, hey man, I'm fucking doing it. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about, bro? I just fucking cleared a contract for a fucking thing and that I'm doing. Like, these companies are paying me
to smoke
money to do shit. Like, what the fuck are you? Maybe you should smoke some weed, dog. You know?
Yeah, giving them that culture shock without being very Jehovah's Witness about it is like it's a very fucking it's a life-changing thing, bro. Like me, I was like, my mom had like she needed some extra work, bro. She knows how to cook. I had her at doing some pupusas at the sesh that I used to go on Sundays. Sammy knows.
That shit was fire.
And that shit flipped her whole fucking script because she's like, what the fuck? This is how this motherfucker pays all this shit. And I'm just like, yeah, these 4 hours that I was here, and all these people, they come up from watching the show and they come in there and they buy my merch and candles and shit. It's how shit's being fucking paid and shit. You know what I mean? That shit flips them out, but it's...
Well, they got to see it, too, because their whole thing is, like, growing up...
See it to believe it.
Yeah, because growing up, they've been sold this American dream, and the American dream they were sold by their grandparents was, like...
to be a mailman.
You come, you work hard, you get a job, you buy a house, you do this. But...
You're working at.
I'm doing shit that no one in my family had ever thought of. You know what I mean? Like, you could be a comedian and stuff, but they never thought I could be a comedian, and they never thought I could make money off of weed and doing the stuff that I do normally.
Isn't that fucked up, dog? How like they never try to put you. I'm like, well, we're family. What the fuck? I was like, you can see
they're scared. You know what I mean? And I get it. They're scared.
You get it after a while.
They just want the best and stuff. But especially after a while, you're just kind of like, hey, man, like. At the end of the day, I fucking got to open up for fucking Rogan and all these crazy people.
Yeah, even if I don't make money, it's too cool to write that in my books.
Something fucking right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and even if it's not paying the book, and that makes you happy.
Yeah, and now more than anything, it's so funny because I still have my family worships me and they love me now. But I still have like extended family, a step family that's still like, how's this comedy thing going? I'm like, fucking, how is fucking your fucking kid's fucking day job going? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how's that shit working?
Other than
it's great for me.
How's writing?
Like every day you
Southwest?
like every day you kind of have a story.
Yeah.
Like you kind of went like, and then not that it's a story. It's I did something different. Oh, I went to George Perez's house and I did his podcast. We don't smoke the same.
Yeah.
Oh, yesterday I did a
But
show.
They can't even
and Fools Gone Wild got there. You know what their day is? The same shit. What'd you do? I went to work. They
can't.
I'm like, to me that's boring.
They can't comprehend or like I remember like I have family, like my whole family watched this Comedy Store documentary and they lost their minds. Like they saw that and they couldn't fucking believe it. They were just like so happy. I have some family members who are just kind of like, I'm like, have you seen the doc? And they're just like, nah. And I'm like, they're like, I don't have Showtime, and I'm just like, do you understand the concept that you actually have to pay
To watch.
money to watch me succeed?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, isn't that crazy for you to even like? You can't even grasp that concept.
You can tell them dope shit, bro. Like I've said this shit up there when I was like, man, I was like, you know how fucked up it is. I was like, I'm over here. I was like, yo, I'm about to go to Canada, stand up, first time, whole week run. My grandma's more worried about who's being cut off on Spanish Survivor. You know what I mean? That's just fucking fucked up. She's over here. She's like, no, she's leaving. I'm like, Grandma, I'm like, this is milestone. But
So it's very funny, especially in my family, because there's a whole thing of like, my mom's mom passed away, but then like my step grandmother and my mom's side was very involved in that family. So when I started doing stand up and starting popping, I remember they showed my grandfather the video of me winning roast battle, and he was like, holy shit, he couldn't believe it, right? But her reaction was, all right, well, what's next? And like my mom was like, fuck you, you know what I mean? Like, what do you mean, what's next? You know what I mean? He's not a fucking nurse.
it's because they have that mentality where they expect, they're like, when you tell them something, I made it, they're like, the house, the wife, and the kid comes all along with it, and it's just like, yo, like, this ain't the script no more.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I want to be happy.
What is making it, bro?
Yeah, and it's cool to be a part of that generation that's being able to lead the change. Whether like, 'cause sometimes, bro, it feels, despite all the shit that you got going on, I feel like I'm not successful because the way sometimes your family perceives it, and you got to go ahead and really sit down and have those moments. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there that are on the entrepreneur shit deal with this. And look, I'm letting you guys know, and you're hearing it here. It's like, it's okay to feel like that. That's why it's always important to make sure that as long as you're good and you're happy doing this shit and you're able to celebrate your wins, everything else is a plus. Like, it's okay if
100%.
grandma doesn't get it, but if she does and she smiles at you being on TV, even if she doesn't understand that that's you opening up for Rogan or that's you getting a comedy special, it's cool. As long as you get it and you're happy with it, that's really, at the end of the day, what's going to bring you the satisfaction.
Yeah, man. 100%. The family will give you a tough time because they would just want the best for you, but also it's just like, you can't listen. The one thing I think I always remember is like, people are like, you got to respect your elders, you got to listen to them. I disagree. I think you can learn a lot from them. You don't have to listen to everything they say because everything's changing so much.
They don't
so
apply.
It's like, why would I listen to unimaginative people?
You ever heard a grandma tell you, he is like, ¿Por qué no tienes casa? Like, do you not understand how the fuck the market works these days?
Yeah.
like even if I was fucking Bezos rich, like, I would still feel that shit. Well, maybe not that rich, but if I was over here, on some other celebrity money, it'd be different. But they don't get it.
I've watched so many family members that I know lose houses. It's like, if I watch all you guys fuck up owning a house, what makes you think I'm financially even smart enough to tackle that?
Or try to explain crypto to them.
Yeah,
This
100%.
coin doesn't exist. What do you mean it doesn't exist? You're never going to hold on it.
Bro.
Do you hold the money that's in the bank?
Yeah. They can't even handle fucking non-binary people. You know what I mean? Like, they can't even handle
My parents
the
barely learned
concept
English.
of it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, all right, man.
My friend who's my best friend who grew up Christian, bro, and like his family like were very Pentecostal. So like when Pokemon came out, they were like trying to hide all the cards from them.
Yeah.
This fool went and like he flexed what the cards sold that his mom threw away. You know, the Charizard. It was like, do you understand that this shit couldn't pay this shit? They were fucking tripping. Like, they had a moment of guilt. They were just like, oh my God, Jeffrey.
Dude, I sent that to my dad too. I was like, you fucking piece of shit. I was like, you see how much money? I was like, I could be.
Don't you get mad all the toys?
Hey,
Hey,
first of all, fuck you guys. They have to be PSA graded 10.
No,
you guys didn't take care of them like that. None of you guys took care of them the way you guys were supposed
your
to take care of
parents
them. Who did?
Like your parents, every time they would like.
Like put them in the fucking thing and shit.
Because like right now that you get them, I see people literally open the pack and like move them like they're like a chair, like gold.
Like it's a fucking bomb.
Yeah,
Son.
and I don't blame them, whatever. I don't fuck you. But when I grabbed them, I'd be like, dude, look at my car.
I was like,
check it.
bro,
It was in a
put
plastic
it in his
container.
wallet.
It was in a plastic container.
I was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used
That's
to
not
work
good.
at a comic book shop,
That's
so
not
I was
good.
like,
Oh, you.
okay.
Yeah, if you
like-
read comic books, you knew how to take care of this shit. I still have my comic book collection. I was happy
yeah, all
about
my
that.
comic book collection's fucked right now, just because it was fucking eaten up in the fucking move, which is bullshit.
What do you mean? You,
Like,
do you have
just-
to throw some of it away?
Probably gonna have to throw some away just because it was like where I put it. It was just like
Wear and tear?
Yeah, it's just I was like I just didn't store them properly.
Oh.
It's fucking
Yeah,
sucks.
fool. Like you can't fucking cut up Coke with the LaMelo Ball card, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta use
Dude,
Lamar
I got
Odom.
the first 5. I got the first print, the first editions of Red, White, and Red, White, and Black. Have you seen that one?
Oh fuck.
No.
It was the origin story of Captain America. The first Captain America was a black guy. It's they talk about how they tested the superhero serum on like whole black troops. Yeah, it's a crazy comic book. It's great.
What do you think about Captain America being the new Captain America?
It's great, and they also talk about that.
But you think it's great?
Yeah, they talked about. They mentioned it in the new series, the Winter Soldier and the Falcon. They mentioned Red, White, and Black, the comic book I was talking about. They mentioned that one of the guys from that, who was the original Captain America, the one that got tested on, makes an appearance in this, and that's why everyone was tripping out. They're like, "Holy shit!"
No, I thought one of them was supposed to be like a trans or something like that.
No.
Captain
Well,
America.
I mean, in the.
I don't know. That's one of the books, one of the articles I read.
I mean, where'd you read it from? I haven't read that.
Like some, I'll look it up.
Read that shit. I know
see.
Thor turns into a woman.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that's part of the comic books. Yeah.
that's dope. If
Yeah.
that's part of the comic book. See, I want them to
A
follow
lot
the
of the
comic
shit
books. I want them to follow the comic
Yeah,
books.
the
I don't
com-
want them to make shit up. That's my problem. It's like just
everyone
follow
thinks
the
they're
comic
making
books.
shit up, but a lot of the comic books have always just been extremely progressive. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, that's-
X-Men was about fucking, the civil rights and all that shit. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, yeah, it makes sense. You know?
Bro, comic books are influential as fuck, bro. I remember for a second I was like, I want to get.
Do you guys remember the 9/11 shit when
Comic books?
No. Did you guys remember 9/11? Did you guys forget? No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Did you guys see?
I mean, it's fucking May, dude. I don't remember till like
hilarious.
maybe beginning of September.
The comic books, I remember Spider-Man had a big issue with where they dealt with 9/11 and all that going on. But they called it the black issue, so the front cover was all black, and that's one of the hardest comics to get in mint condition because since the cover is all black.
You want to read it out loud, Mr. Marvel, Mr. Comic Book?
Oh, okay. First gay Captain America.
Yeah, that's cool. Is that in the books?
I don't know if it's in the books.
Hey, fool, this got to be relatable to the kids, bro.
Oh no!
does.
So that means they're gonna. So the new comic books they're talking about how the new Captain America is gonna be gay.
Well, no, that's a version of him in like a different
Universe? Yeah,
it's
that
like
makes
it's
sense.
like Spider-Man Unlimited,
Well,
Spider-Man 2099.
It's the
Amazing
universe.
Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, all those different ones. You got to find out which one's yours, and I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
yeah. Now, listen,
Dude, if there's a
Captain
universe,
America's not gonna be transgendered. He's gonna be gay first.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? They're gonna be like, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
we'll let him be gay. We're not gonna
Yeah,
let him be.
they're like, whoa, all right,
Well,
we're progressive, but we're not that. You're like, all right, it's still Marvel, baby. That's Disney owned. You know what I mean? They're like,
for sure.
They're like, yeah. They're like, we'll be accepting, of the shit like 70 years ago. You know what I mean? Like,
they lose fans as they keep buying
we
franchises.
just got a first Mexican Spider-Man. You know
Did
what I
you
mean?
see
Like-
that they tried to cancel Cinderella?
Puerto Rican. Huh?
Cinderella, they're trying to cancel
Because
Cinderella.
she was sleeping and
Yeah,
shit?
because someone kissed her while she was sleeping, so
Hey,
not
man.
consensual. That's not consensual, dude.
Oh, of course not. But Cinderella was the whole... Cinderella and Squints from the Sandlot were the two movies that made
We just
me...
had squints on, I swear.
Yeah. Those
which
are the
is
two
crazy.
movies that made me want to kiss white women.
Hell yeah.
100%. With their consent, without their consent.
With consent.
Of course,
Yeah,
right? That's what I'm
obviously.
saying. That's what makes that movie weird. Like, wait, what? It gets weird.
It does.
A lot of those movies start getting weird. A lot of
movies are
movies.
weird, bro.
Oh, dude, all
Hell
of them.
of
What's the weirdest
hell,
one?
Fantasia was
Also
weird.
anti-Semitic.
Like The
Fantasia was
Lion
pretty
King.
weird.
The Lion King has like sex
Disney
and shit
does
written
not
on
like
there.
Jewish people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
they don't like me.
The mermaid's got a dick in the middle, right in the front of the castle.
Yep.
That's known.
Yep. Yeah, man, Disney ain't like the best.
Movie
I'm also never
Dumbo.
gonna work for Disney.
I mean,
oh
if-
wait, maybe I shouldn't say that
Yeah,
right
don't-
away.
yeah.
They need.
I know.
Like,
I think
I'm
you
never
ruined
gonna work
it.
with
You
them.
know
Like,
when I
yep.
think you ruined it? Because I love this story. No, I might make you say it again because
Which
I was
one?
dying on Instagram when I saw it.
Which one?
When your mom tripped the fuck out about you roasting a fucking handicap.
Oh yeah,
Dude, I was
handicap?
dying when
Even a
you're
kid
because
when
that's
you're-
such a Mexican thing when your mom's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that,
what was the
especially
reason
when
they'll
they-
tell you that. Porque si no, tu hijo va a salir así.
Yeah, they think
Remember that
you're
shit? Your
God's
kid's
gonna pay,
come
give
out
you.
like that, bro.
Yeah, and it's not like don't roast him because of how he is and stuff. They're like, don't do it because your kids will come out like
Yeah,
that. You know
it's
what I
just
mean?
like
You're
don't
what?
even. Yeah, it's because of payback. It's because God's gonna give you revenge.
Hey, that means your
Oh,
parents
dude,
were
when
like
he
that.
said this story,
Bro,
dude, I was dying.
If my kid came out in a wheelchair, if my kid was in a wheelchair, bro, that kid would have the flyest fucking wheelchair. Kidding me? That shit would be blinged out.
What is this?
That'd be
Is this
spinners and
is this
shit?
Pin my wheels?
Oh, 100%, my kid would be the coolest kid in a wheelchair. I'd fucking make it look like a golf cart and shit. You know what I mean?
The whole school would be fucking wheel bound.
Make sure that fool loves video games, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, so, is there any more super chats?
Two
Let's
more.
get the last ones out the way with the top of the hour.
California's Magic Farms comes back with a strong arm, $4.99.
Salute, thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
man.
player.
I'll be
Luis
hitting you up.
Sanchez.
I'll be hitting you up this weekend, and that's the last one.
Luis Sanchez, $4.99. Hey, it's unknown intern food from Riverside. Just saying, take care, be safe, and that mushrooms are indigenous.
Shout out to
Yep,
you.
they are indigenous.
Rasco Matal.
Shout out to that intern fool.
I already know who it is.
That's what he identified as.
Yeah,
He
fool.
was-
It's the fools that can't hear us. Fool, it's the deaf fools.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Well, they can't hear this, but thank you. You know what I mean? Salute.
Well, they can put the captions or whatever that is.
You know, I don't know how they get down, but you know, I was like, I'm not gonna go into like breaking it down like we do with the
Can we
midget
have-
thing,
can
with
we
the
have
driving
that-
thing.
can we
but
have them on?
My wife's roommate in college was a deaf girl.
Would you bone a deaf girl?
Would I bone a deaf girl? Absolutely.
I would have
Right?
a relationship one.
Hey, right now,
Fucking the worst.
You're not the worst.
Yeah. What are you
Hey,
fucking-
I'm the type to be like, my friend Steph is in the Deftones.
Do you know? Do you know how deaf people wake up
It's so stupid.
No.
with their alarms?
How?
Their alarms are there. You put them under the mattress
And they shake.
and they shake.
Oh, that's so cool. That's pretty dope.
Did you think it was like gonna be a joke?
100%. I was like, what is this motherfucker gonna say right now? I was like, what do they do? Because I mean, I didn't think about that. They can't hear that shit. They need someone to wake them up.
It's R2D2. Shows up.
That fool that comedy taught Izon how to say cocaine in sign language.
Yeah, that was
How do you say cocaine in sign language?
He what is it?
You
It's like it's like a whole
you
fucking
tap-
Oh yeah, of course,
tap
yeah.
your shoulder for a
No,
second like that.
yeah.
How do you smoke?
Wait, yeah. So wait, so you touch your shoulder?
Yeah, it would be like, it's weird. It's like that's how the dudes in the IE showed me, and it was a gang of them, bro. They showed up to the sesh.
What is this?
Can you
He's on.
imagine like a gang of fucking deaf kids?
Yeah, we have, bro. They like to get high as fuck. Tell you that.
We have like like some deaf supporters. It's pretty dope.
And it's like they come up and they know. It's like that's how they all like. We have that laugh. They just do
I
the
feel like
hey,
we're
just do
getting
bumps. They
gangbanged
never
on.
do it with me, but they do that because they're like, hey, we taught you that.
Yeah.
Plus, we're
But
getting
it's-
gangbang when they come on there. Though,
Yeah.
they're just like talking to us. I'm like,
Yeah,
yo,
it's gotta
what
be.
these fools are
It's
doing?
gotta suck to be Mexican and deaf and to know ASL because people just think
And to
you're
live in
fucking throwing
Compton?
shit out. Yeah.
It's kind of
So
cool.
what's he saying? Oh, he said, "Where's the bus?"
You just write shit down and they text it to you. But hey, salute to
Is that a
them.
red Sharpie? You know what I mean? And then you just get fucking lit up.
For real, get fucking lit up with the deaf fools. Hey, salute to everybody who tuned in today. Everybody who hit that thumbs up. All the Rockfin fools. Big thank you to Frank Castillo for coming by. Frank, man, I hope you had a good time here. Obviously, you hang over here. You're a real smoker, bro. Taking dabs, repping Puffco. What do you got going on? Any shout-outs?
Yeah, shout out Punch Extracts. Hell yeah. That's what I got all my fucking edibles now. Dude, it's great, man.
They hit, bro.
I got I'm going to be announcing some cool shit coming up. I got a podcast called Peaked on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, Frank Castillo. I got a bunch of shit I'm going to be announcing. Got an album coming out. We record the album June 19th. I'm doing it at Emperor's Comedy Club with Zach Miller. There's be a private guest list, but hit me up if you want seats. 'Cause I'm gonna release a few to like people. I'm gonna try to fill it up with like people who haven't seen me and also like friends that haven't seen me in like forever. We're gonna do 2 shows and shit. We're also gonna be selling live streams and stuff. But yeah, we got a bunch of fun shit coming up. I'm fucking setting up a tour, so I'm fucking like super excited.
Congrats,
Getting
bro.
everything like nailing down the details. So like it's fucking yeah. Trust me, bro.
You're working, bro.
Yeah, man, it feels great to not work at the Comedy Store as a door guy and to only be a comedian now. I'm gonna fucking.
Hey, that's a round of
I'm gonna
applause
fucking
right there, bro.
stomp on a lot of motherfuckers' throat this summer. It's gonna be crazy.
There we go.
Hey, it's well
White boy
deserved.
summer, even though he's not white.
Hey, but it's well deserved, bro. And it's like you've been fucking putting in your hours and fucking been in practice all the time, bro. And it's like all the motherfuckers that have been there and been there, all the whatever you're doing. If you showed up to practice, you gonna shine.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's no way you're not gonna shine.
Yeah.
Like if you showed up to practice every fucking game, whether you were winning or losing or whatever it was, if you showed up and you put in your hours and you tried, trust me, shit's gonna pay off.
Yeah, it feels like finally it's just one of those things that like I've worked so hard to get to the point where comedy's all I do and I get paid to just do comedy shit and shit I want to do that it's like the only thing that's on me now is to write new jokes and to be funny. So
Meaning,
I just got to do it. You know what I mean?
the smile is more fucking. It's a bigger smile on your face, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's a big thing. I'm telling you, it's like when you really think about it. If you're really down about it, you're like, oh man, how bad is it? And the problems that you're bitching about, I'm like, what the fuck am I bitching about, bro? Like I was like, I made the shit pay off that motherfuckers say it wasn't gonna pay off. I'm like, what the fuck? Sponsors paying you to smoke on air, taking mushrooms, bro. People fucking go to jail for certain shit. And we're over here just like, yo, they're paying us for this shit, bro.
Hey, I got a new writing job. I work for Top Tree Advertisement. It's an Instagram. They do like weed shit. I've been getting that, and it's just nice. It's the easiest fucking job I've ever had, and something I love doing.
There we go.
So it's just nice to be able to, like, supplement my income with something I can easily do.
That's dope, man. See, that's another proof of a motherfucker that's putting in work, and you see the process work, man. Every time you guys ask us, you're like, oh, man, how do you do this? Hey, man, we highlight motherfuckers from everywhere, but when we do this, you got to acknowledge that this is living proof of a motherfucker that has earned it. You can't skip those steps.
No.
You can't skip those steps. Trust me. You can try, but you're going to look foolish. I've seen this so many times.
And it's funny. I've seen people be like, how'd you get that? Like, how are you getting all these things all of a sudden? It's like, this isn't all of a sudden. These are relationships I've been working on for years, and finally, it's finally paying off.
You know how many free posts I did before I got a Puffco?
Yeah. Bro, not even that. It was just like, I love Puffco in general. I've always been a fan. And then I got to meet them, and then I got them to be just invested in me.
It's dope for them to recognize the authenticity of like your passion for this shit.
Exactly.
That's really what you want out of this entrepreneur shit, man. So salute to you for that, and make sure you guys follow him at Frank Castillo on Instagram. Sammy, shout-outs.
Shout out to everyone who's been watching. Follow me at AO Toppy 420 on my other page, Dr. Green Thumb Trimmers.
Let them know what that's about, Sammy. Let motherfuckers know.
Yeah, pretty much, like, if you guys want a shot at this, cannabis, like I would say industry right now, I'm hiring for a lot of trimmers. If you guys want the details, you guys pretty much message me at AO Toppy 420, and I'll lead you to my work page, and it has all the rules on that page.
Follow it. Don't be that hater that fucking baller blocks for other motherfuckers. Connect the dots.
Trying to get money in y'all pockets, y'all.
Yeah. Ray, shout-outs.
Shout out to everybody. Frank, thanks for coming.
Dude,
Follow me at Morningshotfilms on Instagram and YouTube.
Xavier.
Thank you to all the sponsors. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And Tinfoil Hat is back on the road. We will be in Austin. No, my bad. In Houston, me, Sam Tripoli, Eddie Bravo, and Reed Becker. So buy your tickets at samtripoli.com and everything. Tinfoil Hat is at samtripoli.com. And we should have some bucket hats coming soon, right, Izzo?
Yep, I got my guy working on them for the We Don't Smoke the Same section. There's going to be stuff there on Sunday. So speaking of Sunday, catch me at Patches and Pin Flea Market. That's at Grand Central Market here in downtown. It's free admission. I will be at the Ayo Tommy Plus booth, so make sure you guys check it out. If you guys can't find cards, trading cards at your local store, I got them shits on deck, so make sure you guys check them out. I'm gonna be out there getting that grind on. Also, I'll have the Puff Penny Melt candles. I will have my High and Hungry gear, and I know you guys always show out. My squad always fucking shows out wherever I go, so I'm letting you guys know this Sunday, Grand Central Market, it's gonna be free. Also, check out flavorsbyezone.com, highandhungry.shop. There's new merch on there. Thank you to our sponsors. Check them out. You support them, you support us, and it helps the show keep it going and it's interesting for you guys. We keep it spicy for y'all motherfuckers. Also, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Check me out on the Dr. Green Thumb podcast, because we got a lot of dope shit coming up, especially next month. You don't want to miss out with the crazy shit that's going to be going on. And June 4th and 7/10 comedy gigs. So follow me at E-Zone the Firm, and we'll keep you updated. We'll see you on Saturday with the special guest, the fool who fucking is being used all over the fucking net with the original sheesh that got on the beat. We're gonna have that fool be like, how did this happen?
Oh, there's an actual sheet. Oh, I didn't know that was
the
an actual
voice,
guy.
the dude who fucking did, like, he doesn't, he's not even in on the beat. He doesn't know the DJ, I don't think, but he's coming to speak on it. He's like, that's my voice. The DJ told me he sampled it. He's a dabber. He's coming by.
Is he gonna get money?
I want to talk to him about all that shit. So Saturday, tune in. We're gonna have the sheesh guy, and
if you've ever said it, you better be tuned in.
Yeah, we'll see you guys here on Saturday.
Someone Venmo that dude like $10.
Peace out.